now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yo, what's going on? Hold on, let me check my volume quick. Sound good. I had to check the volume. I think we good now. Yeah, I think we good now. Let me turn off my low to the show. Fire. Just doing a quick little pop-up, man. That's all I'm doing. Quick little pop-up. We going live. Y'all know we going live tomorrow. I ought to know what I'm talking about. Going live tomorrow. I already know what we talking about. We got a good topic. Tomorrow. Real good topic tomorrow. You dig? Yeah, we sound good. What? Let me see. We got that. Let me go ahead and share. We ain't gonna be on long. Just a little something. Just a little shout. Something. Not short, shout. Just a little shout, something. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, let me download this shit. I forgot. I thought I had this on my a matter of fact, I do have it. What's going on, man? G5, what's going on, fam? I'm trying to set everything up. I'm trying to paste this right quick. Man, the day been a good day, man. Just a busy day. Feel real tired, man. It seemed like this week wiped me out, bro. Like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I've been working out real hard, and then I'm getting my agency off the ground. My agency trying to get ready to go into the new year, launching off. So I got my website. So we got the websites and everything, and it's a lot of good shit, man. Man, 2026, man, we gonna make so much goddamn money. We did good. We did good last year and this year. We actually did good last year and this year. But yeah, next year, man, the trajectory is all right. Here we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to get everything. Oh, it's taking me through all this. I'm sharing everything right now. So y'all bear with me. This shit right here. Okay, I didn't have to go down too far. That right there. Yeah, what's going on? Shout out to Big Ron. Big Ron, what's going on, brother? Big Ron, what's going on, man? Yeah, man. Big Ron in his bitch, man. Hey, man. Hey, Ron. You know, we always gotta, hey, Ron, we gotta keep our foot on their neck, fam. You can't let them come up for air. You can't let them come up for air. You can't let them breathe. Goddamn, you gotta stomp their ass out. You dig? We're gonna do a post. Oh, okay. I didn't know it did that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I ain't know it did that. It's my first time doing it this way. Okay, cool. All right. No, never mind. I know how to do it now. Shit, they don't fucked around and let the old boy show me a little something, Ron. They mess around and show me a little something. Hey, man, shout out to Schoolo. Schoolo, what's going on, fam? Big Mason in this bitch. Flint, Michigan. Man. Hey, what it say? Northern, what it say? Northern Small. What it say, fam? You say you hear any more from Sheba whole block? What you talking about, Sheba? Hey, you know the crazy part about it? Sheba be stalking and it ain't got no shame. Like, God damn. You get what I'm saying? Sheba be stalking and ain't got no shame. Like, damn, boy, you know, damn, he must shit. She block act like she want me to run up in him. God damn, bro. I don't swing that way, fam. Pretty sure there's a whole bunch of niggas in Dallas you can get to run a train on you. Shit. You know, she about, y'all, you know how that shit is. This nigga, like, bro, how you follow a nigga? Like, dude, like, literally, bro, I don't watch, like, I don't even know what the fuck that fat bitch doing. To be honest with you, I don't follow her. Don't get any alerts, notifications, anything. You know what I mean? On Twitter or X or whatever. Cause I don't follow the bitch, and I got the bitch blocked. You know what I mean? So, you get what I'm saying? Motherfucker be stalking too much, dog. Leaving niggas love messages and shit, and just, you know, just breaking their neck to get my attention. I'm like, damn, dog, you don't. Shit, I'm like, these motherfuckers on social media weird. They don't go to no fights. They don't see them nowhere. They don't do shit. They just hide behind the avatar and talk shit. I'll be in Dallas. I'll be in Dallas probably in January. Probably won't even hear that from that motherfucker. At all. Anyway, hey, shout out to Ron. What'd it say? Hey, what'd it say? He said, yeah, he was acting like he got a big stream going 24/7. Boy, hush. Don't nobody know that motherfucker. Nigga, I be everywhere. I be everywhere. They never there. Shit, nigga, I don't been, man. You know, Ron. I don't see these clowns nowhere. When I'm in Texas, I don't see them in San Antonio. I don't see them in Houston. I don't see them in Vegas. Like these motherfuckers supposed to be huge fans of Canelo, right? They wasn't there. Wasn't there at all. How you wear fighter draws? How you wear nigga draws? But then when a nigga who you love so much have a fight, you ain't even there. They scared than a motherfucker. I ain't even there. Shit, ain't even there. You know what I mean? So what my main man said? What my main man Steven Jackson say? I'm everywhere. You never there. They never there. They ain't never around. They tough. Hey, they tough as hell. They tough as hell behind that keyboard. I give them that. Behind that keyboard, they tough as hell. That's why I put that ski mask up. Drop that in. They tough as hell behind that keyboard. And I ain't gonna lie, these niggas tough behind that keyboard. I don't be seeing them. I've been everywhere. I'm shit. What I've been at this year? Houston, Dallas, Vegas, Omaha, Virginia, St. Louis, Utah, Colorado Springs, Miami, Atlanta. I'll be going to Arkansas soon. Texarkana, Arkansas. I'll be there soon. Probably next month. But next month sometime. I go to Dallas and I go to. I won't see these dudes. Shout out to Moise. What's going on? I won't see these guys no more. They fun though. They fun. I like fucking with them, clowning them and shit. But they fun. You know. It's like, you know what I mean. Hey, boy, what you say? Somebody said something. I don't know. I'm looking at comments. Motherfucker be leaving me all kind of comments. Get some good ones, get some bad ones. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, man. But I'm looking forward. Hey, Ron, I'm looking forward to that Zoo for Boxing. I'm hearing, bro. We're gonna do an entire show on it. We're gonna dispel some myths. We're doing an entire show on it, bro. Like, I got fighters. I got a couple of fighters, and I had a manager hit me up. There's a lot of fighters that's gonna be fighting over there on Zoo for Boxing. They're gonna have their own belt. And I think the only belt, you know, they're gonna be ranked in the Ring magazine. Like, once they get built up, they will be ranked in the Ring. And they taking it back. They taking it back to how it used to be. How do I know? Because I had motherfuckers call me. I told you, that's a lot of motherfuckers I know. They hit me up. Like my stalkers, they don't have these contacts. Ain't nobody checking for them because they ain't nobody. But yeah, that shit gonna be. I'm telling you, Ron. I'm telling you. I'm hearing firsthand information. I'm hearing motherfuckers who have contracts in their hand and read them and signed them and had their attorneys look at them and weighed all their options out. You get what I'm saying? So what I have is primary information. They'll be on the show. They're gonna be on the show too. Primary information. That's what I have. Hey, Schoolo, I'm gonna tell you why. Fam. I'm gonna tell you why. Because now the fighters who are the top creme de la creme, which is only like, 1% of boxing, they're not going to be on Zoo for Boxing, right? Let's just say, for argument's sake, okay, we did the math on it, right? We did the math on it. Hold on. I think we did the math on it. Hey, Mason, hold on, Big Mason, what's going on, brother? Hold on. Mason, I think we did the math on it, right? When we did the math, hold on. Oh, okay, we good. We Gucci. Okay, I'm here. When we did the math, let me see. Let's look at how many professional boxers there are in the world. Okay, so there are approximately 27,233 active fighters. Let's see how many. There are approximately 3,466. Hold on, let's break it down by countries. Hey, Ron, hold on. Ron, see, they ain't doing it like this here. See. You know, they ain't doing it like this. They ain't doing it like this here, Ron. Hold on, Ron. I got something for you, boy. Check this out, fam. It says there are approximately 27,233 active male. We ain't talking about female. We talking about male. Active male professional boxers in the world as of September 2025. Other estimates suggest over 18,000 active professional boxers globally. You know what I mean? So it may not be 27 if it's 18,000 or whatever, right? It say the exact number is difficult. Why is the exact number difficult? The exact number is difficult to pinpoint due to the sport's fragmented nature. Now, I know I read this earlier this week, but we're going back to it. Fragmented nature across multiple governing bodies and national commissions. So you talking about the WBC, they got who they recognize, and then the WBA, they got who they recognize, and then the IBF got who they recognize. All these different, you got all these different title holders, and really the only champion is the guy who's really the ring guy, the guy with the ring, or the guy who's more unified or whatever. But like in each division, if you got 4 different belts, you got 4 guys who call themselves a champion. It's like WWE, right? You got the world heavyweight champion, then you got the intercontinental champion, then you got the United States champion, then you got the European champion. You get what I'm saying? That's what that shit like. That's what that shit like. Now check this out, Ron. I got something for you though. Hold on. Big Mason, what's going on, brother? Shout out to Al Money. What's going on? It breaks the fighters down by country. Mexico has approximately, well, not approximately, but according to this right here, because we don't, you know what I mean? Different sanction about it makes it something different. But Mexico have 4,508 fighters, professional boxers. The United States have 3,466. Japan have 1,250 professional boxers. The UK have 1,080 professional boxers. Thailand and Philippines got in the 800s. Tanzania, Argentina got 7-something. And then, of course, there's more. Right? Where am I going at with this? This is too easy, like taking candy from a baby. You hear Oscar Dela Hoya, oh, wait a minute. You don't want to go to super boxing. They're not paying anybody. They're robbing the fighters. Oscar Dela Hoya is lying, right? They're going to try to repeal the Muhammad Ali Act. All that's bullshit, right? He's using fear tactics to try to keep fighters away. This is what's going on. Yes, they have a different variation of the Ali Act over there at Zuffa Boxing. They do, right? Which allows them to be more of an organization versus the way it is in boxing in America. It's more like the Wild Wild West. No one is forced to fight for Zuffa Boxing. You can't get robbed if you don't go over there and sign with them. And if you do go over there and sign with them, you're not going to get robbed. How do I know? I have 3 managers hit me up. One I'm not even going to mention. That's my brother. I ain't going to mention him. They're going to be on the show and run everything. They're going to break down the whole contract. So, fighters who are like Canelos and the Tank Davises and the Haneys, they're not going to fight over there. Why did I show you the numbers? This is very easy. I showed you the numbers because they talking about the elite fighters. Well, we do know that there's not a bunch of elite fighters walking around on the planet Earth. Let's look at them. Shit too easy. This shit too easy, man. Like this shit is elementary. Like this shit should just be elementary, dog. You get what I'm saying? But it's not. It's not. It's like some of it just be. Let's go over here. Let's go over here and for argument's sake, because I like to get rid of all the arguments. I like to get rid of all the arguments, right? For argument's sake. Everybody will agree that this is an elite fighter, right? Okay, he won't be fighting for Zuffa Boxing. He won't be fighting. That's one. Shit's too easy, Ron. Ron, I need some real competition when it comes to this shit. This shit is too easy. So we got Usyk. All right, let's see. Let's go to all the heavyweights. Danny Dubois, we're going to put him on there. Fuck it. You know what? We'll just say everybody on this list won't fight on there. Won't be fighting for Zuffa. That's 10 people, right? F.L. Jogbar, he ain't really no elite fighter like that. But Richard Torres, he ain't really no elite fighter like that. But I'm just doing this for argument's sake. Just to clear all that. Some of these dudes on the list ain't going, you know what I mean? They ain't that. But we just doing that for argument's sake. We're going to put Tyson Fury on there. You know Fury. Joshua, AJ. Shout out to AJ. We're just going to put the top guys on there. A lot of these other niggas ain't top. So let's go over here. Let's go to cruiserweight. Ain't nothing elite over here but 2 fighters. Maybe Zerto and Jay Opataya. So we going to put Jay Opataya. For to tell you where I'm going at with this, Ron, and Zerto. Shit, Zerto might be, you know what I mean? Shit, he ain't breaking the bank, but anything outside of Turkey Island shit, you get what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you know. And then let's just say each division have some elite fighters that they probably won't be fighting for Zuffa Boxing. Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, David Benavidez. These other motherfuckers is fair game. I'm telling you right now. You know what I mean? Or because this was going to happen, right? That's why I say the old guard has to retire. I want the old guard to retire. You know what I mean? Once the old guard leave, these new niggas going to fall in line. Unless they're fighting directly with the plug. But they're going to fall in line, I'm telling you. Where am I going at with this? You can go in each division and pick your elite. Let's remove Crawford. Crawford ain't there. Canelo ain't there. Rest of these motherfuckers, Christian Mabili, Diego Pacheco. Diego Pacheco making $200,000 right now. He's a $200,000 fighter right now, and he's fighting with a major, with top rank. So that tell you everything you need to know. Lester Martinez, Caleb Plant. Yeah, Caleb Plant, he ain't gonna be fighting over there because he want to make a big load of money, but his big money days is over with. Unless he beg the Sheik, but his big money days is over with. Unless he go back to Turkey Al Sheik. Remember, anything outside of dealing directly with Turkey Al Sheik, you ain't making no huge money. The only people making huge money that work with Turkey Al Sheik is the big name fighters. Big name, maybe mid-range fighter. Mid-range fighter make a little more than what they've been making. You get what I'm saying? But they got to fight somebody. All right. So my point is, we got the Hamza Shiraz and stuff like that. My point is this here: if you got 27,000 fighters worldwide, how many of you think elite? So when Oscar De La Hoya said he's trying to rob the fighters, he's lying. The big name fighters ain't making ain't going over there. And then look at Oscar De La Hoya roster. It ain't like motherfuckers on his roster making millions of dollars. The only one is Oscar. The only one is Ryan Garcia. Most money Vergil Ortiz ever made was fighting on the Turkey Al Sheik card. Turkey Al Sheik pay him more than what his promoter was paying him. So if you got 27,000 fighters, and then in America it says we got 4,000. In America it says we have 3,466 fighters. There's not 3,466 Canelos. There's not 3,466 Terrence Crawfords. There's not 3,466 Tank Davises, or Benavidez's, or whatever the case may be. Out of those 3,466 American fighters, how many of them are elite? What you say, Mo Easy? You say a handful. You picking up what I'm putting down? How many of them are elite? Remember, 99% of boxing is average, everyday, blue-collar fighters. It ain't a bunch of a new age walking around. Not a bunch of Canelos, Crawfords, Tank Davises, Devin Haney's, Usyks, Furies, Joshua's, you name them. I give you 50. Matter of fact, for argument's sake, to make y'all happy, make whoever happy, I give you 50 fighters. I give you 50 fighters who making Canelo money, or Tyson Fury money, or Crawford retired, so I ain't talking about him on that. But Crawford or Fury or Joshua, I'm just saying, I'm just doing that for argument's sake. Now we know it ain't nowhere near 50. We know that. We know it ain't nowhere near 50. We know that for a fact. I can just count them up right now. We do the math. It ain't nowhere near 50. But I'm just saying 50 for dudes who just want to argue just to be arguing. You got out of that 50, and it's 27,233 active fighters worldwide. So let's do the math on that. 27,233 minus 50. Let's say 50 making big money. You got 27,183 fighters out there that ain't making no money. Literally. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Mo Easy. So my thing is, Ron, you right, Crickets. My thing is, okay, so they look at the 50. Yeah, man, they making big money over here in boxing. Name them. They gonna name the usual suspects. They gonna say Canelo. Canelo is the anomaly. Anthony Joshua is the anomaly. Terrence Crawford was the anomaly. Alexander Usyk or Nuede Marshall, those are the anomalies. That's not the norm. Tank Davis, anomaly. So I just blowed that shit up. True. Shout out to Major Key. Motherfucker talking like it's a whole bunch of Ric Flairs walking around in boxing. Shout out to Clint. Yeah, Jake Paul. It ain't a bunch of Jake Pauls walking around. It ain't a bunch of KSIs walking around. That's why I say I'm going to give you 50. I'm going to give you 50 that's making $20, $30 million. I'm going to give you that for argument's sake. But you got 27,000. What about the other 27,133? Out of the 50 I named you, how many of them making big money in Mexico? One. What his name is? Saul Canelo Alvarez. True. In America, how many of them making big money? We're talking about this generational wealth type money. What you got? Crawford? He retired. Canelo? He from Mexico, so that's the one in Mexico. Tank Davis, Devin Haney. Devin make about what, 10 million? Something like that. Ryan Garcia. The popular fighters. It ain't but a handful of popular fighters in America, and then you got some that got that got the popularity hype. They making like $1.5 million, $2 million, like the Boots Ennis and stuff like that. That ain't Canelo no money. That ain't Crawford money. Vergil Ortiz, shit, he ain't making that. Well, you know, if he'll make it if he fighting on Turk Island Sheet card. Well, let's just say for argument's sake, I give you Boots and Vergil Ortiz. Hell, but we know Bam ain't making that. He fighting at a small weight class. We know he ain't making that. Fucking with Eddie Hearn. We already know that. So, but just for argument's sake, let's say they're making $100 million. Let's say those guys are making $100 million. What about the other 27,183? What about them? So, and what you say, M. Cole, you say it's probably 0.5% of fighters making real money, like 15 people. Hey, M. Cole, you 100% right on that, brother. But what I'm doing is, because I know some niggas that's want to argue, so I'm just giving them more than 15. I'm gonna add 35 more on top of the 15 you giving them. Let's give them 35 more, Cole. Let's give them 35 more. We gonna say 50. Out of the 50, how many of them in America making huge money? You see, hey, Cole, you see when I go to breaking that shit down, you see how I look? Man, you know what, man? Niggas ain't making no money like that, fam. No, they not. They not. So, to me, Dela Hoya is being very, and I get where Dela Hoya's coming from. Dela Hoya like, man, shit, nigga, I don't took a bloodbath. I've been throwing coke and shit. Al Heyman them took all of my fighters already. So now this Zuffa Boxer shit coming in, and they more organized because they have more of an organization. So it's my job to try to scandalize it and tear it down, because the blue collar fighters are the lifeblood of boxing. The blue collar fighters, a lot of them are gonna be fighting on Zuffa Boxing. You want to know how I know? Because let's look at the PBC, for instance, right? I want to use them as an example. How many PBC fighters you have? If y'all was to do a guesstimation, just a guess, how many PBC fighters you have? If you want to do a guesstimation. If I was to do a guesstimation, if y'all want to do a guesstimation, guess how many, at one point in time, the PBC had like over 200 fighters under contract. From the body, this shit too easy. One point in time, the PBC had like 200-300 fighters under contract. Ron J say probably like 200. Ron J, out of the 200, how many of those 200 fight on the regular? Nigga, Gary Russell Jr., this man hardly fight. He fight once every 2-3 years, if that. if you're a fighter and how you make money is boxing, if you're an inactive fighter, you don't make no money. Shout out to the beautiful T. Hey, Ron J, you get what I'm saying, fam? If you an inactive fighter, it's Ron. It's like you working on a job, and your job telling you, yeah, baby boy, you ain't got to come in to work today. And then that shit go on for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Like, goddamn, dog, I ain't shit. How I'm gonna make my money, man? I make money by fighting. If you got me on the shelf, I don't make no money. If I don't fight, I don't make no money. How many fighters over there at the PBC are inactive? So with Zuffa Boxing, I got the receipts. I got the receipts. As a matter of fact, the receipts coming on the show. We're doing the interview. I ain't talking about sources say. I ain't talking about what Poachart Willie said. I ain't talking about I saw a Blue Blood Sports TV interview or what they were talking about on the Boxing Boys. I had the receipts coming on the show. Fighters. Managers that have Zuffa contracts say, look, this is what it says. This is what we signed. And they won't be on the shelf. Now, are those guys going to make Canelo money? No, but it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that ain't making Canelo money. We just did the math. Let's just say globally you got 50 fighters making Canelo money. You still got 27,183 that ain't making nowhere near that. And we don't broke down the math. If I sit back and say, okay, what's the average pay for a professional fighter? And this information I've just pulled up is from December 24th, 2025. What's the average? Okay, what's the average pay for a boxer? Let's do that. Anybody? What's the average pay for a boxer? Shout out to Cook Up Service Senior. Good question, right? So we talking about money. So we talking about, what's company coming in? They gonna rob the fighters. Ain't nobody getting paid. Okay, well, are they getting paid now? What's the average pay for a fighter? I can Google it right quick. Matter of fact, I'm finna do that. So this how you blow all this shit up. This shit is too easy. What's the average pay? Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
And I told y'all how to look Google up. When you do Google, you gotta always look at the source that they got the information from. What's the average pay of a professional boxer? Shit too easy. Ooh, let's go on over here now. Let's go on over here. Y'all want to see it? According to Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
And then right here on the right is the source. See, when you look this stuff up, a lot of people just look at this and stop. There's a link right here. When you click this link tells you where they got the information from. How much do professional boxers get paid? This is from an article. This is from an article from November 20th, 2023. We talking about the average fighter. We ain't talking about Canelo. We ain't talking about Crawford. We ain't talking about Devin Haney. Crawford, Canelo, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, those guys are not the average fighter. Those guys are the exceptional fighters. Inoue is an exceptional fighter. He gets exceptional pay at a small weight class. No one makes more money than him in a small weight class than the smaller weight classes. Inoue was on the. He fought 3-4 times this year. Inoue was on the highest paid box. See, as a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, this shit. But hey, I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking. Like literally, I'm cooking. Let's see. Let's go back to Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Who? Let's see. Who? I got a new keyboard, so. Shit, trying to screenshot. Cause these fighters make the Forbes list. These fighters make the Forbes list. Yep. So I can pull this up because these fighters make the Forbes list. 2024, Tyson Fury led the highest paid by boxers. Tyson Fury made $147 million in 2024. Now, this list have one thing in common. Most of the list. Most of the lists have one person in common. There's a common denominator. With this list for most of the fighters that are on this list. Most. Common denominator. Y'all already know what that common denominator is. In 2024, Tyson Fury led the highest paid boxers with an estimate $147 million. He fought Usyk twice. Got beat twice. He fought Usyk twice. Guess who paid him? Turkal Sheik. That's the common denominator. Alexander Usyk made $122 million last year. The Ukrainian. Canelo made $73 million last year. Anthony Joshua made $60 million last year. Jake Paul made $48 million last year. All of these guys was on the Forbes list. Inoue made $42 million. So these are the guys. 6 fighters. And those were the only boxers of 2024 that was on there. The only boxers that was on that list. But anyways, let's continue. I digress. So, let's go over here. What's the average pay of a fighter? Whole lot of money in boxing, right? Yeah, man, they're going to be robbing fighters. Be robbing them, huh? According to Google, according to AI, we Googled it.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
This is the link. You always click on the chain link and right here. Some Reddit posts. This guy right here, he's a boxer himself. JKCP.com. That's on Front Office Sports. Top 15 highest paid heavyweight boxers in 2025. They got that list right there, Front Office Sports. It said key factors influencing pay, star power. A boxer's popularity and draw, A side versus B side. How many popular fighters and draws we have in boxing? We ain't talking about no niggas fanboying for their favorite fighter. Hey, my favorite fighter. I got shooters, homie. You better not talk about Earl. You better not talk about my favorite fighter. You better not talk about Canelo. Like, no. Just because you meet gobbling don't make them popular. His popularity is tied directly to his ticket sales, what his draw is. Is he selling out football stadiums or basketball arenas? And his average ticket prices is $100 and something or whatever. $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, $1,500. Because you got some of these motherfuckers, they try to fake like they popular. Yeah, man, we just sold out. We just sold 13,000 tickets for our fight. Yeah, but you're charging $5 to get in. Your ticket price is $35, $50. Nigga done sold 13,000 seats up for a fight, but his live gate $100,000. I got $100,000 line gate, dog. You dig? Anyway, let's go over here. Right here it says, according to AI, it said the average pay for a professional boxer varies widely, with most lower-level fighters earning very little, sometimes below minimum wage, around $1,500 to $7,000 per fight, and struggling to make a living, while top-tier stars earn millions per fight. But the average reported salary is around $40,000 to $65,000 annual. Heavily skewed by a few higher earners. The vast majority of boxers, especially women, and those not on major network televised cards, which we don't have any network television anymore, are not rich, relying on sponsors and other income, with earnings depending heavily on fame, promoter, TV deals, and fight level. If you're not a real super famous fighter, like a Canelo or a Crawford or nothing like that, that X you out. If you don't have a promoter that's putting a whole lot of money in your pocket, that X you out. If you don't have a TV deal, guess what? There are no TV networks that are in boxing in America right now. All of them are out. And fight level. Over 90% of your boxers are regular average fighters. So they fall in that $40,000 to $65,000 a year. Shit, you can go get a 9-to-5 job and make that. I'm making more than that on YouTube. And I'm doing this shit part-time, really. I ain't taking no punches. So when they go to talking about, yeah, man, the other company come in and anybody gonna get paid. Well, shit, when Oscar say that shit, they ain't get paid now. It said if you're a contender, check this out. If you're a beginner, beginners can earn as little as a few $100s to a few $1,000s. Anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000 per fight. Often not enough for a full-time living. And if you fighting once or twice a year, if you sign to the wrong promotion company, your ass gonna be on the shelf. I digress. Let's continue. If you are a contender or a mid-level fighter, makes it says might earn $25,000 to $150,000 per fight, especially if televised or for a minor title. Note, i.e., Diego Pacheco made $200,000 his last fight. He's a $200,000 fighter, and he made a little less than that his last fight. And I think he averaged like $200,000 over there. That Diego Pacheco, and I don't think he got a belt. Do Diego Pacheco have a belt, guys? I mean, a major sanctioning body title. I don't think he have a major sanctioning body title. I'm not sure. And then it says elite superstars earn millions per fight, with massive paydays for main events like Anthony Joshua or Canelo, who earn tens of millions, according to Front Office Sports and General Boxing News. Star power, a boxer's popularity and draw. A-side versus B-side. I'm the A-side. My fighter the A-side. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. Promoter and network deals. Major TV streaming deals significantly boost earnings. Well, ain't nobody got no major TV deal in America. Golden Boy with a streaming platform, with an app with DAZN, they ain't got no big budget with DAZN. They look at the mom and pop fights they putting together. And they with DAZN. Hold on, somebody just text me. Hold on. What is this? What? Okay, cool. Yeah, somebody just. Oh yeah, another thing too, man. Shout out to Arkansas. Shout out to shout out to Little Rock. Shout out to Little Rock IPTV. Little Rock IPTV. Every time we go live, as a matter of fact, Little Rock IPTV. People can watch us on television in Little Rock, Arkansas right now. Matter of fact, shout out to them, man. Every time I go live, we on TV over there in Arkansas. Matter of fact, hold on, y'all bear with me one moment. Bear with the old boy one moment. I'm glad I said something about them because I was supposed to send them this. Cool. We got some big shit. We got some big shit going down, man, for 2026. I am so excited. I'm like goddamn it, the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited. Just can't hide it. I'm finna bother these niggas. Anyways. So let's continue. Shout out to Sheila. Shout out to the lovely Sheila. So just imagine if you a promoter of the company, you ain't got no network deal, and the networks was the ones who were financing the promoters over here in America, propping them up with their money. Now that Showtime is gone, HBO is gone, ESPN is gone. Do you see how this shit look in America now? Tyrant got fighters fighting everywhere. They got fighters fighting on turkey cards. They keeping them busy. They got them fighting on Tubi. They got them fighting at Chuck E. Cheese. They got them fighting on Pro Box. PBC fighters fighting on Chuck E. Cheese. Amazon. They putting their fights behind the pay-per-view. Do you notice they released some pay-per-view numbers for Lamont Roach and Esau Cruz? How many pay-per-views you think that shit sold? How many people you think on Amazon bought that shit? It was a great fight, but it wasn't a pay-per-view fight. Pay-per-view fight should only be for the superstar fighters. And if you're not a superstar fighter, if you're a regular average Joe Blow fighter, how you fighting on pay-per-view? The promotional company setting you up for failure. So if you sign a contract with a PBC or any company that say, look, what we're going to do now, baby, we're going to put this on pay-per-view and you're going to get the rest on the back end. Look, we're going to give you $25.99. We're going to give you $25.99 right now, down payment. Don't worry about that deal. Now, what you said you wanted $5 million? Don't worry about that, baby boy. Check this out. I'm going to give you a whole get cheese sandwich, pickled pig feet, a Cuban sandwich, you know what I mean? A Chico stick, a 6-pack of Coronas, a $50 Amazon gift card, and you're going to get the other five. You're going to get the other $4 million. You're going to get the other $4,999,000 on the back end. True. Yeah. So you got motherfuckers getting punched in the face. Shout out to Keisha. You got motherfuckers getting punched in the face. There's some of y'all in the chat right now make more money than the average boxer in America and globally around the world. And some of y'all in the chat right now make more than these niggas right now. Literally. Let's go back. Shit, too easy. So, it says fight status. Main events pay far more than undercard bouts. That's true. We know that. So if you're on the undercard of a fight, a lot of times, them dudes ain't making like even if you're on a $30 sheet undercard, they might make a couple of more dollars, a little bit more. The main event fighter's gonna get paid. The top name fighter's gonna get paid a little bit. But as I said before, how many top level fighters there are in boxing? We told y'all, like right here, star power. You know, Blue Blood call everybody a superstar. Well, everybody can't be no goddamn superstar. We got elite boxers, superstars. You know, shout out to Blue Bloods. Blue call everybody a superstar. Guess what? It ain't a bunch of them. Guess what? Most fighters are either mid-level or they just local fighters. Most fighters, they're not contenders. Most fighters are mid-level and local fighters. They're not contenders. Contender is someone who's, you know, like a Vergil Ortiz is a contender. He's never been a champion. He's a contender. Ryan Garcia is a contender. He's a superstar contender, but he's a contender. Why? Ryan Garcia ain't never won a title. What are you contending for? He's never won a belt. A contender is a title that's given to those who are contending for it to be for a championship status. Ryan Garcia is a superstar contender, literally. Somebody prove me wrong. Vergil Ortiz is a contender. He made more money than the average contender, but that's what he is. Jamal Johnson say, Coach, the PBC has nothing but superstars. The pay don't reflect that. Name them. You say they got a bunch of superstars, name me 10. And tell me how much they make. The average annual fighter, check this out. There's some other shit. The average annual figures around 40,000 to 65K, often cited by salary sites like ZipRecruiter or comparably, including the few megastars, making it seem higher for average fighters. Notes. So, you see what it said right here? It says a few megastars that's added in this list, making it seem that fighters are making more money than what they actually are, making it seem higher. As I said before, and I always said it, and I've been saying it for years over here, if you remove Canelo, it ain't but one superstar Mexican fighter. All Mexico got is one guy. They got Canelo. That's all they got. When that motherfucker retire, they got Isak Cruz to fall back on. They got Isak. That's it. Rest of that shit, they fighting for Coronas and tacos and burritos and food trucks. It's back to that. Outside of Canelo, that's what it is. In America, same thing. It's the same thing in America. These niggas fighting for Chick-fil-A sandwiches. The number 2, let me get that number 2. Let me welcome to Chick-fil-A. How may I take your order, please? Yeah, let me get that number 2. Let me get that number 2. They fight for number 2s. Like literally. I'm telling what God love. So, hey Tila. So when they go to talking about, yeah, man, I fight a superstar and he supposed to get paid this and paid that, I'm like, what are you basing that on? Well, Nestor Gill was hyping him up on the boxing, boys. Yeah, okay, all right, Ness hyped him up on the boxing, okay, what that mean? Yeah, we say you superstar. Okay, all right. He said Benavidez holding it down. Benavidez from America. He ain't Mexican. He from America. His nationality is American. T. Coach said, we never heard PBC boxer complain about money. When you say we, who is we? Fighters complain about money all the time. Whether it's PBC, whether it's Top Rank, whether it's ESP, whether it's top PBC, whether it's Top Rank, whether it's Matchroom, whether it's Golden Boy. Fighters complain about money all the time. What job have you ever worked on, if you got a job, what job have you ever worked on where no employees complained about money? Tila. He say, I get phone calls from PBC fighters all the time. Johnny Rice was a PBC fighter. Michael Coffey was a PBC fighter. I don't hear nobody complaining. Don't nobody complain over there. You got over 200 fighters signed under contract. And then another thing. And I get it. Then another thing. A lot of these dudes have like what they call it. I remember who was over here. I remember I interviewed Mama Hofield one time. Mama Hofield, Bill Haney. I get Bill back on here. Bill, I talked to Bill today. I talked to Bill 2 days ago. Get Bill back on here. A lot of like over there, a lot of fighters have NDAs. You know what an NDA is? I've worked on jobs where you have an NDA. Say anything disparaging about the company, we're going to do A, B, C, and D. How could a nigga be happy who ain't fighting? If you fight for a living and you ain't getting paid, it ain't like motherfuckers just paying you just to be paying you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you hundreds of thousands of dollars, dog. Everybody gonna be straight. Like some shit, you just gotta use your common sense. You hear what I'm saying? Some shit you gotta use common sense. Hey, what it say, Mo? She say, Malachi, I'm stuck on a burrito and tacos. Hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Dr. Paul say non-disclosure. Yeah. Errol Spence. I remember Errol Spence when he finally spoke to Crawford. He said, "Man, I feel like I'm getting played." Posted that on Twitter. Wilder. When Wilder left, he was like, "Yeah, man, you know." And another thing, these fighters got to start getting paid their money up front, man. They got to start getting paid their money, man. They got to start getting paid all their money. We did a whole show on that. They shouldn't have to wait to get their money. Adrian Broner complained about that shit. Gary Russell Jr., he can't even get a damn fight. We finally got one. Hardly boxing. If my profession is to fight for a living, if I don't fight, I don't eat. How can I not complain? I'm happy not fighting? Well, I ain't worried about it. Al just sending me checks, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm good, dog. I'm good. I'm getting big money. True. Yeah. Anyways, but as I said before, in America, we have what? I just broke the math down to you. This the math right here. I'm making more money on YouTube talking about boxing than the average fighter who's a boxer. And guess what? More than 95% of fighters around the world, including America, are average boxers. And then you have below average. And all of them ain't making no $65,000. A whole lot of them making way less than that. Johnny Rice, professional boxer, right? What Johnny Rice at? Johnny Rice doing security in Las Vegas right now. 6-figure Johnny. He ain't got 6 figures no more. Now, he probably mismanaged whatever money he made, bloated, or whatever the case may be, but that's what it is. He fought for the PB. He fought on PBC and Top Rank. Johnny Rice, 6 figures. 6-figure Johnny, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to what you say, Freddie? Freddie he said, did you see how the chick did Wilder? Yeah. I saw that. I shot a video on it. But I can't shout out to all the women Ham. I shot a video on it, Freddie, but this is the thing, right? This how I see that. What did say, Moeezy? She said, yeah, you're right. Everybody working the job complaining about the money because it ain't enough. Facts. He said, "Can we see what the payouts are for Super?" Yeah, we gonna. Yeah, matter of fact, we won't. We really won't know. I know what they're saying, but we really won't know until. Hold on. We really won't know until they actually like come out. Hold on, let's see what's up. I'll call her. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hey, Marcus, what's going on? You know I'm live right now. Yeah. You wanna? No, I'm just sitting here going live. I just did a quick little pop up. We just sitting there talking. What's going on with you?
Oh man, nothing but we're just checking in with you, bro. Checking in with you, bro. Trying to see how you feel about these fights that's coming up, the Shakur.
Hey, hold on. Check this out. Hold on, Marcus. Check this out. Hold on. Hey, listen. Let's get King Cam. King Cam dad, Mr. Marcus Walker, a round of applause. I got you on live right now.
What's up?
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Hold on. Matter of fact, let me put your name down. Hey, Marcus, guess what we talking about?
What you talking about?
We're talking about the average pay of a professional boxer. You've been in the business for a while. You've been in the business for a while. You and your son. You've been around.
Yeah.
You don't been through the ringer. Because some people think that a lot of boxers make a whole lot of money and they doing good and this and that, yada yada yada. I looked up some, just on Chat GPT right quick, not Chat GPT, AI, and I say, what's the average? Well, this is what I looked up. I said, how many professional boxers that are approximately active and around the world today, just around the world? According to what I pulled up, it says that it's 27,233 active fighters. We just talking about male fighters. We ain't talking about female, just male fighters, right?
Correct.
And out of the male fighters, out of the 27,000, this the breakdown I got. This the breakdown of the numbers. Out of the 27,000, 3,466 are from America. So you got 3,466 fighters from America. That's a part of this equation. And then it breaks down the fighters' pay. It breaks down the fighters' pay. What's the average? It say what's the average pay of a professional boxer? Pull that up too. It says right here that the average pay of a professional boxer is anywhere between $40,000 to $65,000. But it also spoke about boxers' pay varies widely, with most lower level fighters earning very little, sometimes below minimum wage, around $1,500 to $7,000 per fight, and they struggle to make a living. While top tier stars earn millions per fight. You've been manager, trainer, all that stuff, right? You've been through the ringer. And I broke down the top tier fighters. It's not a bunch of top tier fighters. When people hear that fighters in boxing make a lot of money, what I was explaining to the audience was they think of Canelo. They look at Canelo, Crawford, or Haney, or these other guys as the norm. I say no, those guys are the exceptions. They are the anomalies.
Correct. Correct, brother.
Go ahead, brother. Sorry.
I'm just saying they have to keep in mind that it's very low pay. When you're starting out in the game, and you got to think out of that when you put those numbers up there that these guys still have to pay. They have insurance. They still you still have to sometimes your cornerman, your cut man, even out of what you make. So it's once you make it, you make it. But I think majority of boxers in the world have second jobs. Well, really first jobs, because they make more money from the first job than they do off the goddamn boxing. So, and that's just the gist of it. We see the glory. You see the stars. They put the stars out there. You think about sometimes on some of these promoters on their rosters, and how many of these people you don't even hear about. You never hear about it. A lot of them just glorified sparring partners. Some of them are just, you just see them in gyms, certain big name, they don't put anybody out there, big name gyms and stuff, and they're just working out and getting some sparring in, but that's as far as it goes. So, I tell people a lot of times, it's a hard grind, and for everything that these young men and these women put into the sport for the entertainment, you got to understand they don't, majority of these fighters have not made it to the point where they can live off boxing. So as far as hard as from the club shows to the sometimes amateurs and stuff, for as much as hard work and training that they put in and for this, and they really don't. A lot of them don't get a chance to reap the benefits of it for their hard work, and that's why a lot of times it's the love and the passion of the sport that these fighters go in there and do it. They gain stuff out of it. They like the fans there. They like the notoriety and things of that sort once you start going and gaining and getting popular. But like I say, it's in their blood, man. It's special. It takes special guys to be fighters. special women to be fighters. And I say fighters, not just men, but the ladies that are blessed this sport as well. And it takes they cut from a different cloth. And for all of us that like to see these women and men get in there and entertain us, I mean, you got to understand. And then these guys are fighting every month, like every 3 months, and you might get like 4 or 5 fights a year if you're good, if you can afford it. First of all, because a lot of these people pay for their own fights.
No, hold on. Repeat that. A lot of people do what?
Pay for their own fight.
Okay.
You pay for your opponents. You pay them to get your opponent. You pay their purse. You pay for them their hotel, their flight. They got a per diem for them to eat and things of that sort. And if they're gonna bring a cut, man, you have to pay for their team too. You got to put them in hotel rooms and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot that that people put into this. Because you're not signed to these major promotions and things of that sort. Yeah, you pay to get your fighter in position to even be blessed and signed by one of these companies. Other than that, they work and you pay out of pocket. You can get some sponsors, and that's why a lot of times a lot of these business owners who love the sport, I'm telling you, come out and bless. It doesn't take a bunch of money, but bless some of these fighters and things of that sort. Even your local fighters and things in your area, just bless them if you love the sport. Because some of these guys, like you look at Canelo, and he said, they don't need it from us. They got big companies from airlines to big clothing brands and stuff like that promote them. So if you love the sport, bless somebody in your hometown, these local fighters and things of that sort, and help them out. You got gym fees and things of that sort. Man, it's not free. It's not free, So I'm blessed. I'm blessed to even know a lot of these guys in the industry, and to see the ones that just made it, man. That get because you come from these humble beginnings and things of that sort, and this is all that people are pouring their all into, from the king, Crawford, that's just retired. And salute to him. So to the king, he is the king. So yeah, I salute him for that and everything he's done and why he did it. When you say, you tell your mom and your grandma we made it, that's where we come from. Yeah. Deontay Wilder, another one out here.
Another one,
for doing what you did for your daughter. You know what I'm saying? What you did for, coming in this late in the game and you blessed her with everything that you've done. These father and son tag teams. We gotta show support to them and just like, okay, you gotta understand these men when sometimes in certain demographics and backgrounds that we get blamed for not being there, and you understand where we poured our blood, sweat, and tears to see our kids even through the amateurs and these travels and different things, and then coming up through the ranks of making your pro debut. Like when Cam made his pro debut with April 2024, and I still remember it, man, like yesterday. That was my son's draft day. Yeah, like you got drafted to the league. You got drafted. I looked at it like that. And I told him that you just been drafted. Yeah. And so now, but the thing is, when you drafted, you got to perform that night. You don't get training camp, and things that something like that long. But no, you got to, because you can get a license. You can say I'm gonna fight, but if you never fight, what good is it? Oh, when they say we don't believe it till you get your ass in the ring. And when that bell goes, and I was proud of him afterwards. Hey, that was everything I wanted to see. Everything that you work for. But yeah. Support these fighters, please. Local area, not just telling you who, but if you love the sport, these guys come from anywhere and everywhere. Keep that in mind. Right in your own backyard. You got some guys and young ladies in there, support them. I mean, really, because, hey, they're working other jobs. Trust that. Don't be fooled. They work in other jobs and they're making the ends meet to take care of themselves and their family. And hell, even to get their next fight. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you bringing that up, man, because it's like, yeah, man.
What, there's a, can you tell people about the misconception about, matter of fact, for people who may not know who you are, let everybody know who your son, King Cam is.
Okay, I'm Marcus Walker, father, trainer, manager of Kamarie King Cam Walker. Just a little bit about him. Heralded amateur. He's an 8-time Florida state champion. He's a 4-time national champion. Young man, I was a single father, raised his boy up since birth. Good thing about Kamarie is that people need to know he's the only active American fighter with a master's degree.
Yeah,
he's only one of, I think there might be 2 more in the world that right now that are active. I know people have, had their things, because we had the Klitschko's with the doctors, but, the active fighters right now, he has his master's degree. He actually made his pro debut April 2024. The following month after his fight, like a month and a day to the day, he walked and got his master's. So we've been in the game a long time. We've been through the ranks. We've seen people come and go. We've, been around some of the best of the best, been in the ring with some of the best of the best. Right now he's 6-0, 6 knockouts. And like I said, we're just looking to grow him. Big shout out to, first of all, big shout out to the Road Warrior, Glenn Johnson. He's in Kansas, Miami right now. Glenn has been a great help. Coach Chris, a wonderful help to us. Coach Joey, also True Fitness. He's also Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach.
Joey Scott. Yeah, Coach Joey Scott. Yeah,
Joey Scott. Yeah, Coach Joey Scott. And he's been supporting Cam for like almost the last, 7 years since Cam's been in Florida? It's been like 6-7 years.
He down. I think he down south. He down in Miami. Down south, right?
Yeah, he down in Miami. He's down there with Cam. So, yeah. So, big shout out to him and all his support. Just the team and everybody that supported him. He started his career down in Jacksonville, all the Jacksonville people. Coach Riggins, Coach Lee, Coach Kareem. So we got a family. In this boxing game, and that's why I'm so passionate about these father and son teams. Watching them, you can like them, dislike them. The Haneys, the Michael Williams Jr.
Yeah.
Just all the guys. That's in this game. That have just paved the way and things of that sort. One of my my big ones, that I talk about in the game, just Brian Norman Senior, Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah.
Like families, and big shout out to them for bringing that title to Atlanta, holding it down, defending it, and and getting in that ring and doing what you had to do. Even though the loss, he would be back, But yeah, the father-son teams, man, let's look out for them. Let's keep everything in motion. And blessings, man. But I'm saying support these fighters, man. I'm trying to tell you, support them because they need it. They deserve it. There's no pension plan. There's no retirement for these fighters. These young men that we're seeing right now, and as people grow up, you got to understand these are going to be like some of these people, like how Ali is, how Foreman, Frazier, how we look at Tommy Hearns, how we look at these fighters, and some of them we look at and we just like, they gave us so much great time in this sport, and there's no pension for them. A lot of them need a health care. Some of them are still working and doing certain things that they don't need to be doing as far as like at clubs. I know a couple that work at clubs and manning doors and stuff like that. Ex-heavyweight champions of the world. Yeah. Like, are you kidding me? And so I stand on that. And, I just hope we get to a point in this game that we bless these guys that have given us so much entertainment, laying their life on the line, just for our joy, And then too many people walking around here would take a punch if they had to. And you got men in here, shout out to Jake Paul, goddamn it. Hey, whatever he made off that, you got your whole jaw cracked in two places, bro. Like, okay.
Let me ask you this, because you said something that I always give people pushback on. You said that the fighters they get in the ring and fight for our entertainment. So, your son. So basically, what you're saying is fighters, they're willing to get in the ring and fight for free, not get paid.
Well, no. I'm saying I'm saying how we look at it because we watch it for entertainment. I'm not saying the fighters in there definitely fight for our entertainment. Yeah. I think they fight because they love the fight game. Yeah. They love the fight game because I don't think anybody wants to get in here and take punches to the head and the body just to, So when I mentioned that, not from our perspective, I think when we watch it, it's entertainment for us. It's like
the fans,
actors. I think actors have the same but when we go to watch a certain movie, it's for our entertainment. Because some movies you just won't go see because you don't think it's entertaining.
That's true.
So
that's true.
So that's what I mean by that. But yeah. So man. But that's what I mean. Just like, hey, anything in your areas, it starts at the local levels, man, and it builds its way up, man. Because I'm so proud of Terrence Bud Crawford, man. I don't know what to do to just watch that man step foot into this game, and I pretty much like out of nowhere,
Hey,
out of nowhere. No.
I'm laughing because you remember we was in Vegas. Remember we was in Vegas. We was outside the Fountain Blue, and it was me, you, Brian Norman Senior, Coach Kenny, And Coach Bernard.
Uh-huh.
Bernard, hey, man,
Yeah,
listen,
Bernie is.
yeah, Bernie, the boss was that Bernie? No, that was Bernard. No, but not, yeah, Bernie the boss. Was he out there? I know.
Yeah, he was out there.
Yeah, but yeah, he was out there. Yeah, he was out there. He was out there. Yeah, yeah. Cause Bernie had got mad at me because I had gave Devin Haney some props. And but I had forgot that he don't like Devin Haney. I had forgot all about that. And I know the backstory behind it. I'm not really gonna get into it, but it's I don't know if you heard about it, but I know the backstory. But yeah, when I was talking about Debo Dev, I said, yeah, man, he don't train with Floyd Mayweather. I think you the one recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you the one recorded it.
I did. Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I ain't know you was recording, but I was talking to Brian Noble. He said, yeah, man. He said, man, listen, man. He said, man, Coach Walker. He said, man, Coach Marcus got it, man. He got it, man. King Cam, Dad, he got the cam. He videoed it. I said, for real?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was somebody else recording as well. There was two because it was two angles from it, but somebody else was recording as well.
Yeah.
That I didn't know. But yeah, man. But it was great seeing you guys out there. Like I said, but hey, that Bud, man, I was just like, I had to give him this props. I was just like, okay, and you can walk away the way you want to, and I know it's making certain people mad, and that's all it is, making them mad. Because that man walked away on his own recognizance, on top, and he did it his way. And my thing is, like, people speculating if he'll come back. If he come back, goddamn, he can come back if he wants to. And he'll still be favored. And they better pay him royally. But, I think he'll be back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I mean, if the money right, I mean, I see one fight, the money right. If Canelo want it bad enough, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe Canelo can come back and try to get all those belts back and try to go and dispute it again. But I think me personally, I think now that motherfuckers see a welterweight moved up pretty much 3 weight divisions within a year to fight Canelo and beat him, it's going to make those other guys now that's bigger than Crawford, that's in that weight division, be like, wait a minute, man, we've been showing this dude too much respect. Cause I noticed like the Edgar Belangas and the Jaime Munguias and the John Riders, I'm looking at a lot of these dudes he fought and the Caleb Plants and stuff, they were just happy. Well, Caleb tried to fight. He did the best, but he got tired. But they were just happy just to be in the ring with him. Jamel Talo, I'm in the ring with Canelo. Man, this is Canelo, this and that. And Crawford didn't do that shit. Crawford like, man, I'm finna whoop your motherfucker. I'm finna run up beside your head. Told him at the press conference. When them other dudes were just grateful just to be in his presence. Canelo, I'm just so glad that I'm able to sit next to you and look at how cute your freckles look on your face and see the texture of your red hair. Crawford was like, no, I'm finna beat your motherfucking ass.
That's what he told his people, and that's the thing. But that's the mentality of it. Crawford, and people don't understand. He's just different, man.
Yeah.
And he's a generational talent, and we have to give him his props on that. He just cut different. He wanted things different, and he went about it different, even when he was shut out. And so he gets all the props in the world for me, and all the respect in the world. And I just hope the world can sit back and just honor that man and just understand what you witnessed. Just what you witnessed. And some of your favorite fighters that you think are your favorite fighters might have not got as far as what the fuck you think they were going to get if they had put him in front of him earlier.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you better believe it. So the 2 toughest fights that we thought were going to be the toughest for him were the easiest fights of his career. Think about that.
Facts.
Think about it.
Hey, I say it over here all the time. I say, look, they say he ain't fought nobody. Well, add Canelo and Errol Spence to the list of nobodies.
Right. And that's it. They beat somebody, and he beat the man that beat them. Like, yeah.
He beat them. He beat them worse than he beat anybody.
Anybody. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now watch this. And I don't think you got to think. I don't even think he has a split decision on his record.
No, he never had a split decision.
Everything knockout or unanimous.
Yeah, knockout or unanimous. Yeah.
That's it. He ain't even had a split decision in his career. And that's wild. That means it's how dominant you were. I don't care how many fighters just hadn't had a split decision in their career. That's how dominant he has been. I mean, really think about that. Yeah, man. So we don't see it every day. We got some special guys coming up. You know, we also anybody say Devin Haney is special.
Yeah, he is.
You know,
He's a special fighter.
Shakur Stevenson is special.
Yeah.
You know, you got these guys that we're laying our eyes on, and we just need to sit back and just be like, you know, they're next. They're going to be our, you know, they're going to be revered and looked at kind of like how we look at the elders and the statesmen of the game and things of that sort, because they got these young guys following them as well, you know. And but hey, they got to get their ass in there and fight.
Hey, listen, yeah. Before I let you go, I want to ask you, man, what's going on with Cam? He just had a fight not too long ago. Am I correct or am I wrong?
We ended up pulling out of that fight. We had canceled that fight. But we're looking here in February. We got something on the table, so I'm just working on that behind the scenes. So he'll be back in there. We're looking either late January or February, and looking to get him busy, man. I'm telling him I want at least 5-6 fights this year. What
do you think about Zuffa boxing? Have you done the research on them?
Yeah, I have. I think Zuffa could be good for boxing. I think it is good for boxing, but it has to be in the right hands. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
It has to be in the right hands.
I got people who hit me up about them. I'm not at liberty to say the names or anything. They will be on the show, and they got great things to say about them. They like, man, they getting paid good money. They're active. One of those fighters were over there with Matchroom, with Eddie Hearn, and they left Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn was trying to pay this guy $30,000 to fight one of the best fighters, best middleweights in the world. You know what I mean? Okay. And they were trying to get him to fight for $30,000. And this fighter got a little name and stuff like that, but he's still building. And he was like, man, nah, we ain't doing that. We'll fight him. We'll fight whoever, but not for no $30,000. You wanted to fight him for $30,000? Nah, we ain't doing that. And so now, they're gonna be on the show. I'm down at liberty to say, but it's a few fighters hit me up, and they're guaranteed to have, at least 3-4 fights a year. They're gonna be active. And they're gonna make some good money. Do you get what I'm saying? So now, of course, they're not gonna make Canelo or Crawford or Devin Haney that kind of money. But most fighters don't make that kind of money. You talking about? Of course, yeah. That's just the 1%, if that.
Yeah, like the 1%, yeah. But I mean, with Super, we would love to. I had somebody reached out before that brought it to our attention before it really came into fruition. And but we would, sit around and listen to it because we're just in the point of just like I said, he's still building 6-0, 6 knockouts. Yeah, we're still building, and but you know how this game go, man. We live so much into the old time rules of certain stuff, and I just like people better understand when you see a damn talent and get your hands on it. That people don't understand that you doing business, you know what the hell you see, and get your hands on that talent. Like I said, he's just 6-0 right now, but when he start hitting 10-0, you see him climbing 10 knockouts, 12 knockouts.
Yeah, once he get 10-0, they coming. That's.
Oh yeah, I know, but they sniffing already. But I'm just like, okay, you see the talent for what it is. What are you waiting on? Like, okay, you see the talent. No problem. Wait, 140, 6'2", fast, strong, smart, in shape.
Do you foresee Cam fighting over there on Pro Box? Have you been approached by them yet, or no?
I think I spoke with someone from Pro Box. It might have been a while ago, but we hadn't really been approached by them yet.
What's Sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I was just saying, like, Pro Box is good. The thing is, like I said, I understand the game, and sometimes they want to just see that you walked in there with somebody and hand it off. I understand they have that threshold, and I respect it. That's how the game goes. But yeah, but he's here, and just keep watching him. And just watch what he does, and as he wins, he just understands. Like I tell him all the time, that door is gonna open. Yeah. So yeah, just keep winning. That's all we worried about. Keep winning, and nobody has to hold your hand and walk you to that door. Don't even worry about it, because somebody out that door looking.
Like with Bud. I remember I was talking to him, but before I had the conversation with him, I interviewed Timothy Bradley. That interview got probably about almost 300,000 views right now. And Tim was telling me that because he was the one that discovered Bud, not discovered him, I take that back. He the one that put him on the map. Because what happened was in 2011, Bud turned pro 2008. He turned pro 2008, and his third year as a pro, you know, he was like, I guess they were saying he was getting in trouble and stuff like that still, and his manager Cameron Duncan, he managed Cameron Duncan, he managed Tim Bradley, he managed Jaron Boots Ennis, he managed Brian Norman Jr., this and that. And he said that you know, they just put him on the shelf really. He was with another promotional company, then they sent him over there to Top Rank. He got with Top Rank. And they just kind of like, they didn't really think much of Bud like that. They knew he was kind of talented, but they wasn't expecting him to do much. And he exceeded everyone's expectation. Now people sit back looking like, God damn. But Tim Bradley was the one who, he needed a sparring partner because he was sending sparring partners home. Tim Bradley was a world champion. There's no way a slim, skinny kid from Omaha, Nebraska who don't nobody know should even be in the ring with someone as Tim Bradley at that time. Tim was that guy at that time. You know, of course, Floyd was, but outside of Floyd, he was one of those top guys.
He was one of the ones. Yeah, he was one of the ones.
And he said Bud whooped his ass, and he finally released he released some of the sparring footage of him and Bud, and Bud dropped him and stuff like that. And there's no way that a guy that's 3-year pro should be giving him that work like that. You know what I mean? And he said he knew. He said, man, this dude ain't no sparring partner. And he called Cameron Duncan. He said, man, he tried to buy his contract. He said, man, what you doing with him? He said, nothing, man. He's on the shelf right now, man. You know, Top Rank got him on the shelf. He ain't really doing nothing. And he said, man, he tried to buy him out of the contract. And he said, what? He said, why you calling me? Is he you want to send him home like you send everybody else home? He said, no, man, he whooping my ass in sparring, man. And he had Bud as his primary sparring partner while he was over there at Top Rank for so many years. And then when he got the British Prescott fight, Bud wasn't supposed to got that fight. Just so happened, Bud was going to fight someone else, but British Prescott, the fight that he was going to fight, it didn't happen. They ended up pulling out or something of that sort, and they was looking for a late replacement. And Bud was the guy, and he's like, man, he say Cameron Duncan called him. He say, hey, man, he say, man, what do you think about Crawford and British Prescott, man? British Prescott fighter pulled out, and he said, oh yeah, Bud. He said Crawford beat him easy. Put him in there. He said, are you sure? This British Prescott. Are you sure? He said, put him in there. He'll beat him easy. And Bud whooped him, and it was because of that break. He got that break.
That's it.
From Omaha, Nebraska, the most unlikeliest of places, he got that break, and he kept winning.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah, and that's all you have. That's why I just tell Cameron, look, man, I know things are, you know, you got to play the game, and y'all just keep winning. That's all we got to do. Keep winning, and those doors are going to open. We're thankful for you know, people like you, Coach Malachi, that brings us in, and you know, you shout him out, and you allow me on your panel and things, and even give me this opportunity to say his name. But you be one of the first ones. If anything happen, we're gonna let you know.
Man, please let me know, man. You got a home here, man. But hey, Mr. Man,
yes, sir.
Hey, Coach Marcus, man, I appreciate you, brother, man. Much love. Tell Cam I said hi.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Let's give Mr. Marcus Walker a round of applause, man. King Cam dad, man. Brother here been in the game a little bit. Yeah, Tila, you say, well, yeah, Cameron Duncan passed away. He passed away. So that's why I say, man, man, some dudes just slip through the cracks. Marvin Hagler was another one, slipped through the cracks. Marvin Hagler got it the hard way. He didn't get a shot at the title until his 50th professional fight. And shout out to Akila. Akila, what's going on? Until his 50th professional fight, Marvin Hagler. He one of the greats. Legendary status. Some motherfuckers, man, they just, everybody, some people get in there. Some people get in there and some people get in there, man, and he got that break, bro. Tim Bradley gave him that break. Tim Bradley vouched for him. See, you can say what you want to say. Well, he ain't fought nobody. Well, he was once that nobody. Bud Crawford is an overachiever. He's an overachiever. He's an overachiever. Well, nobody think about him like that. Then he kept winning. Then it's like, damn, okay, this motherfucker, damn, he beat British Prescott. Okay, what's he beat? God damn, he beat goddamn Gamboa. Gamboa was a gold medalist. Gamboa was on the pound-for-pound list. But see, what happens is when you're not liked in the industry, they do everything in their power to discredit you. Then 17 years later, God damn, this nigga still winning. 17 years in a row, he kept winning. I think he had like 20 title fights or something of that sort. Somewhere up in there. Different weight classes. Motherfucker kept winning. Kept winning. If it was so easy to do what Crawford did, why ain't a whole bunch of motherfuckers doing it? From Omaha, Nebraska, the most unlikeliest of places. It's not from New York, like Zab, not from Michigan, the Midwest. Well, he's from the Midwest. Not from the big major cities, in states, Texas, Houston, Dallas, L.A., or the state of California, just the New York City, the state is New York. No, he's from cornfields, children of the corn, Omaha Steakhouse, Warren Buffett. Yeah, just that little spot there. Who trained him? Was he trained by any of the top? Was he trained by Freddie Roach? Nah. Was he trained by you see who the top trainers is now? Was it a Derrick James fighter? Nah, wasn't Derrick James. What about who these top trainers is right now that everybody crazy about? Was he trained by Papachenko? No. Not Papachenko. No. Who he was trained by? Some dude named Bomac. Heavyset dude. Some dude named Red Spikes, Coach Red Spikes. Some dude named Esau. Saul. Yeah. Who he trained by? Man, don't nobody know who these niggas is. Don't nobody know who you niggas is. Man, these niggas ain't these old country niggas more hard, man. Hey, look here, dog. Yeah, you doing pretty good. You're a pretty good fighter. Look here, dog. This is what we want you to do. We want you to leave Omaha. We got some trainers and over out here in Vegas you can get with. We got some trainers out here you can get with in Vegas. Some big name trainers. We got, we see what I'm saying? We got dog going on. We got Goose in. We got all these other dudes. Robert Garcia. We got all these Freddie Roach. We got all these different trainers you can get with. Leave them other niggas behind. But like, nah, I ain't leaving them. We want you to move and come to the big city so you can get to, I'm staying right here in Omaha. $17 years later, motherfucker like, God damn, this nigga here, man. Motherfucker like, God damn, this nigga here, man. You dig? Sometimes it be that one, sometimes it be a fighter, they slip through the cracks. Shout out to Kerry Pete. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say Coach sounds like Dave Chappelle. They should have never gave you niggas money. Oh, yeah, you talking about... Yeah.
They should have never gave you niggas money.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, though. Like that, some motherfuckers just slip through the cracks. Some motherfuckers just, as a matter of fact, look at the Haneys. Look at Bill Haney. Look at Bill and Devin Haney.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, shout out to Attorney Bailey. Look at the Haneys. Devin Haney. Devin Haney used to act up in school, always fight all the time in school. Every time Bill turned around, he had to go to the school, and because Devin Haney was just that bad in school. So he pulled him out of school. So you know what, since you like fighting all the goddamn time, I got something for your ass. I'm finna throw your ass in the gym and see what's up. Devin Haney had a little something. Okay, he had a little something. Okay, let's go to Vegas. Let's move to Vegas. Bill betted on his son. And his son betted on his daddy. I believe in you, son. Don't worry about it. I'm finna get you all the right training that you need in order to get to where you're trying to go. Went to Vegas and got with Floyd Mayweather Senior. Motherfucker damn near fight just like Money Mayweather. I mean, Money Mayweather, not Pretty Boy. He don't fight like Pretty Boy. Fight like Money May. Up jab, footwork. You get what I'm saying? He don't do the pull count as good as Floyd, but But outside other than that, that's stamina, won't get tired. Great defense. Yeah. And they pretty much did it independently. Worked with all of the promotional companies outside of PBC. I don't know why they never do that with PBC, but they work with Top Rank. They work with Matchroom. Work with Top Rank Matchroom. Work with did they work with Golden Boy? Work with Golden Boy. Independent on a fight by fight basis. They signed when they fought with other promoters, they signed 1 and 2 fight deals. That's it. No long-term contracts. Now they dealing, but I'm saying, but look where they came from. Whether you like Bud Crawford or like the Haney's or not, look where they came from. Do you get what I'm saying? So I say all that to say this, like, just some fighters, a lot of these fighters they ain't making no money like that, bro. I don't care what company they with, whether it's PBC, Top Rank, Matchroom, whatever. One thing about me, I don't game bang for promotional companies because I don't live my life vicariously through them. So I know the real. I know the real because people call me. I talk to them. I talk to execs over there at Top Rank. I speak to quite a few fighters at PBC that call me. They won't come on the show. They got NDAs. If you don't know what an NDA is, look it up. Top Rank as well. They talk to a lot of fighters, different managers and stuff, different trainers. I've been doing this, what the day is? The day the 28th. In 4 days, it'd be 5 years I've been on YouTube. 4 days, it'd be 5 years. You think I've been doing this 5 years and how many cities have I been to? Been to a lot of cities. I ain't seen no shooters, no digital shooters. I ain't seen no YouTube or Twitter gangsters. None of you. Y'all ain't there. I'm everywhere, you never there. I done been in the media sections before, press credentials, sitting in the audience with no press credentials, walking around that bitch like I own it. Little nigga, walking around that bitch, everybody know me. I ain't seen a shooter yet. I respect everybody and everybody respect me. I ain't seen a shooter yet. I ain't seen none of you internet gangsters yet. None of you. A lot of motherfuckers, they play the fake it till you make it game. You ain't got to do that. If you really putting the work in and making the sacrifices and really doing what you got to do to build your brand, you ain't never got to fake it. Because if you build your brand right, guess what? The money gonna come. True. And I know that for a fact. See, I don't see these niggas nowhere. I'm just saying. Hey, Ron, I don't see them nowhere, fam. I don't see them nowhere. What my man, hey, Ron, what my man say, what Steven Jackson say, I'm everywhere, you never there. You never there, fam. Never there. G5, the Bronx is in this bitch. The lovely Tila. She said getting ready to be 2026 is crazy. Yeah, 2026. Hey, Tila, you know the crazy part about it? I remember when I was young, shout out to the Cardenas. I always thought that 2000, I didn't even think that far. When I was like 14, 15 years old, because I used to watch this cartoon called The Jetsons. I was thinking that, man, shit, around that time, the cars gonna be flying. And I remember the movie came out in the 90s called The Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Demolition Man. I think that was Wesley Snipes and Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. That was supposed to be like futuristic stuff. A lot of shit I see in that movie, I see kind of going on right now with law enforcement and the technology that they have. Total Recall, talking about the future, this and that. It's like, damn, now we here. We are in that age. We are in that year, that time when you got hoverboards now. They got cars that can fly. It ain't circulating everywhere yet. But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying? We starting to see some shit. You know, goddamn Elon Musk got a rocket that can shoot up in the sky, stop in the air, reverse, come back down, and come that right back down to the launch pad. They showed it on there. I saw it. Had the rocket take off, then slow up in space, come back down, and the AI technology guided the rocket while the rocket booster is still on, but it's going back in reverse, and it lands right back where it launched from. We in the AI era now. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's here. The future is here. The future is now the present. Yeah, you're right, Attorney Bailey. He said you can talk in your watch, make phone calls. Yeah, I got my watch right here. Got my Apple Watch right here. Talk in it, make phone calls. This phone right here is a computer, a camera, and a cell phone. You have a computer in your hand. Think about that. This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max. You have a computer in your hand. I can place orders. I can have food delivered to me. I can run my business, set up my CRM, take pictures, do everything with this motherfucker. Go do everything with it. I ain't see that coming in when I was a kid. This is where we at now. The future is here. We're in it. Yeah. So, it is what it is. Freddie, what you say? You still talk about Wilder and the chick, huh? All right, Freddie Chapman want to talk about Wilder and the chick. All right, let's go over there. Freddie stuck on Wilder. Yeah, we go. This dude here love. This dude here, man. This dude here, he is in love with doggone. This is funny right here. Somebody just sent me this, right? Shout out to According to Boxing. This on X, my X page. I don't really be on X. I just kind of like share my stuff on there, but that's it. This dude right here say, Double X Trez. Y'all remember this? When Boots showed a picture of him and Canelo, he called Canelo. Canelo confirmed it. He said, "Yeah, I gotta." He said he's always trained with Pooh, which is Jaron Ennis' brothers and stuff like that. He said, Boots called me and said, "Hey, look, man, I want to help you get ready for Crawford. Me come in and work with you." Y'all remember this? And like, oh boy, Crawford in trouble. Boy, they got Crawford 2.0. Boots in the ring, man. Crawford in trouble. They got Crawford 2.0 helping Canelo. This dude say, yeah, Canelo in 7 or less. Then that same dude said right here, he said Crawford cherry picked a 70-fight. Hold on, let's pull this up. Hey, Ron Bonfres. I mean, not Ron Bonfres. Hey, Big Ron Finkley. Check this out, fam. Big Ron. This same dude, on August the 23rd, 2025, once he said Canelo and Boots in camp together, he caught the Canelo male groupie, caught the Holy Ghost and said, yeah, Canelo in 7 or less. This what everybody was saying. Y'all remember that? Yeah, Crawford to get beat, man. Goddamn, he too small. Yeah, he too small, dog. He done moved up 3 weight divisions in a year. High in the hell, dog. He done moved up 3 weight divisions in 1 year, dog. He left the welterweight division, moved up, fought Mardomov at middleweight, and then moved up 2 more weight divisions and fought Canelo. Come on, fam. how he did that. He moved up, put him a 3-weight division within 2 years. Not a year, 2 years. Man, that man in trouble, man. They got Crawford 2.0 in there. He better than Crawford. What you think? He teaches Canelo all the secrets. Guess what? Bud beat Canelo worse than he beat damn near anybody he fought. Majamov gave him a harder fight than Canelo.
True.
And he beat Majamov via unanimous decision. Made it look easy. And then as soon as Canelo got his ass whooped, this same dude said this: Crawford cherry-picked a 70-fight mileage flat-footed Canelo. Even Two-Tone saying, yeah, man, Canelo was washed. Shout out to Two-Tone. That ain't what you was saying before the fight. That's why I say you can't beat these dudes. Shout out to Tilo. Shout out to Aquila. That's why I said you can't beat these dudes. They argue both sides of the coin. You can't beat them. They don't stick to what they say. They hate the slim, dark-skinned nigga from Omaha, Nebraska so much, they don't stick to what they say. They always move the goalposts. That's what they do. They with any fighter they don't like. I'm seeing it happen with a New Way. I'm seeing it happen with just certain fighters, Devin Haney or whoever. They always move the goalposts. It ain't never, man, you know what? I was just wrong. It's never, I was just wrong. It's always, yeah, man, you know, man, we share me. So basically, Crawford cherry-picked Canelo, so Canelo would cherry-pick. Canelo would cherry-pick now. This same dude that said, yeah, Canelo in 7 or less, because he saw this picture, that same dude, 4 months later, saying that, yeah, man, he cherry-picked the guy who y'all said was the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. How is the greatest, quote unquote, according to the Cinnabons, is a cherry pick? According to the Cinnabons, he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. How is he a cherry pick? So you mean that you trying to tell me a country nigga from Omaha, Nebraska, who ain't fought nobody, country nigga from Omaha, Nebraska, who fought nobody, cherry pick the great Canelo Alvarez? The great Canelo Alvarez. Guess what? Canelo wasn't as good as y'all thought he was.
True.
Wasn't as good as y'all thought he was. So I agree. So you know what? For the sake of argument, I'm going to agree with this brother. Even though you changed your pick, Canelo was cherry-picked. Canelo is a cherry pick. He's not that good. According to, and he washed up. Not that good, overrated, and he washed up. He lost to a welterweight. Crawford too light in the ass. Light in the ass, huh? You ain't fought nobody. I ain't fought nobody, huh? Okay. Y'all remember what he told him at the press conference? He said, you saying the same thing that everybody else said when I came to the welterweight division. And what I did to them, I stopped a mud hole in their ass. And I'm going to do you the same way. When I beat you, is you a nobody? When I beat you, I'm going to add you to the wall of nobodies. And the two niggas in the past 2 years, who talked all that shit, one of them got the brakes beat off of him and haven't fought since. And the other one got embarrassed. in front of a crowd full of El Chapos. A Canelo fan can't tell me shit. Cinnabon can't tell me shit. Cause you fuck niggas, and I said it, you fuck niggas drop your flag. You threw your flag down in Vegas. That's what you fuck niggas did. You Cinnabons. You threw your flag down in Vegas. You denounced your Mexican nationality. Because Canelo lost to a nigga from Omaha, Nebraska. The white Mexican with red hair and freckles lost to the slim, dark-skinned boy from Omaha, Nebraska. You threw your flag down, you denounced your nationality. You can't tell me shit. True. You can't tell me nothing. Me and Miss Black Panther was there. You can't tell me nothing. You ain't got a leg to stand on with me. You Cinnabons is a bunch of fuck niggas. I call you that. I can disrespect you because ain't nothing you can do about it. When me and Miss Black Panther, Free Rebecca Ross, we was walking through the hotel with the flag on. I was talking shit. No, don't. Miss Black Panther held the flag. Miss Black Panther, let's hold the flag up. Let me take a picture of it. Mexicans walking all around us. She was holding the flag up. I took a picture of it and posted it. Talking shit. It was quiet as a church mouse. You can hear a catfish piss underwater. Couldn't even hear. You can hear a catfish piss underwater. I'm surrounded by these motherfuckers. So you can't tell me shit. I saw you. I was there. You denounced Mexico. You denounced Canelo. That's what you did. So, I said what I said. True. Anyway, let's give everybody a round of applause. I said what I said. A whole bunch of El Chapos. Yeah, I said it. If you got offended by what I'm saying, I don't care. Ain't shit you can do about it. Throw your flags down. You let a nigga beat your legend on Mexican Independence Day in front of the Mexican cartel, in front of the ancestors, and he came to the ring dressed in all black, red, and green, desperado assassin outfit. He had a guitar case, walking to the ring, smiling, bobbing his head up and down. He brought his own mariachi band from Omaha, Nebraska. And the guy who you said was the greatest fighter of all time and the greatest Mexican fighter of all time got his ass beat for like 10 or 11 rounds. He almost quit in that fight. He did the stinky leg twice. Almost got stopped. And if he want to run it back again, and if Turk Al-Sheet willing to pay that $100 million or whatever, he gonna get stopped this time. And if Crawford were to ever come out of retirement and he fight Canelo, guess what? I'm going to the fight with the flag. I'm going to the fight with the flag. That's a souvenir right there. And if Crawford never fight again, I got a whole bunch of souvenirs. I got this. Interviewed him multiple times. Talked to him in his suite with his entire family. No, they look at me as family. And I look at them as family. I say, man, I'm going to tell you the conversation we had. I say, Bud, look. You fight Saturday. It was Thursday night. Miss Black Panther should have been with me. If Miss Black Panther was with me, she would have been. If Miss Black Panther was with me, because Miss Black Panther stayed. She stayed at the hotel. She was tired. I say, look, I'm finna go see Bud. He called me, told me to come by the Fountain Blue. She was tired. I said, well, I'm finna go. Had she been with me, she would have been right there. I'm saying she was, we was there, but I'm saying she would have, that particular moment, she would have been right there. I said, look, man, fight 2 days, bro. You ready? He said, yeah, I'm ready. I said, man, you know you're going to be down 2 rounds for the fight. I told you this when I interviewed you. He said, look. He said, man, I'm ready, man. He said, I don't care what they do. I'm leaving with them belts. He can't beat me, coach. I said, all right. True. That's what he told me. He said, you can't beat me. T. Cody said, he said, you definitely Crawford #1 fan. No, I'm not Crawford #1 fan. His family is the #1 fan. I'm not Crawford #1 fan. Crawford is like family to me. I'm not Crawford's #1 fan. That's my brother. There's a difference. I don't know who you would may be the #1 fan of, which fighter you may be the #1, who's your #1 fighter, who you may be the #1 fan of. But nah, that ain't about no fandom. You know what I mean? So, I don't, Yeah, I'm not. Nah, it's a whole bunch of dudes that's bigger Crawford fans than me. I'm not. You know what I mean? That ain't. I got a personal relationship with the brother. Like that's like family. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this just to be saying it. Matter of fact, yeah, this shit it's shit bigger than boxing. I don't care about this shit bigger than boxing. One of Crawford family members is in the chat right now. She'll tell you the same thing. This ain't about no boxing, bro. No, it ain't about that. Hey, what it say? I turned it back. He said, damn, coach. He said that was a cinematic moment. He said that would be in Crawford movie. Yeah, I told him. I said, yeah, you need to make a. Yeah, I said they need to make a move on your life. They probably working on it. He gonna do it. I'm pretty sure he working on the movie. I'm pretty sure he working on the movie about his life. I'm pretty sure they gonna, I'm pretty sure he gonna make a movie about his life. It has to be. You know what I mean? You from the home of Malik El Shabazz. You from the home of Malcolm Little. You from the home of Malcolm X. Malik El Shabazz. So just look at that in a historical context. Nebraska is one of the most racist states in America. Facts. I'm not saying all white people there are like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, just from a historical standpoint. And they go through shit right now today. He was the one that made it. The one. He was the one that made it. So I respect that. I respect anybody who defy the odds. When everybody counted them out, no matter what you do, whether it's, and this ain't about no entertainment. It can be a person who got a job working at Amazon. It could be a nurse who had to go through nursing school and had to pay her way to get to where she at, and now years later, she's making over 6 figures a year. This ain't just about no entertainment. This ain't about no autographs. Because if it was about that, Bud wouldn't even have me around him. And if you know anything about Bud or his mother or his family, they don't like fuck niggas. They don't like groupies. If I was any of that, I wouldn't be around them. If you know anything about Omaha, they don't even like that. Omaha women or men, they don't like that. They don't like dick riders. They don't like groupies. They don't like hanger-ons. They don't like people who fanned out. They don't like none of that shit. They don't like none of that shit. And I ain't gonna do none of that anyways. That just ain't in my character or genetic makeup. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, but much love to them, man. Bomac, man. Bomac, that's my guy, bro. Bomac, my guy. Bomac, my guy. Bomac, a good dude, man. Bud, Miss Deborah, TT, Shantae, Trey, my guy Trey, Uncle D, his grandmother, Isha, Ashley, Jessica, Ish, shout out to Ish, Chet, Chance, Monty, who else? JC. It's a bunch of. Oh, don't give me the list of names because I don't forget. Wayne, Kasim, shit, just everybody. What's my main man over there? Chico Lopez. Chico over there with the WBC. Chico, the fight that breed the pit bulls. Just, yeah, everybody. T Coach, what did it say? You say Truck Simpson is coming next? We'll see. I hope so. Yeah, Bernie. Yeah, I forgot all about Bernie. Yeah, hey, you know what? Yeah, I forgot about Bernie. Bernie, Esau. Yeah, just all them boys at the B&B Boxing Academy. Whooped the nigga ass. Whooped his ass. And then went to Walmart the next day. I'm at Walmart. What you doing at Walmart? Yeah, dog, I'm shopping, dog. Gotta get the kids something. Nigga got a $7 t-shirt on from the corner store. Nike jogging pants. Some Air Force Ones and a wave cap. They say he broke. I say, boy, they say you broke. He say, I'm broke. He said, I'm broke. No, hold it. Matter of fact, I'm going to wrap it up like this here. This is a true story. Some of y'all was here. This how I met Bud. 2022. I received a phone. Back then, I was told I was having digital shootouts. This is when I was wearing the ski mask and I was bodying niggas left and right. This shit was too easy, right? I was too talented for these dudes. They ran up on me. They ain't know what they were running up on. They don't have the gift of gab. They're not as talented as me, not as quick-witted as me. And a lot of the dudes I was having issues with online, every last one of them have fallen back. It's a couple of them that try to rear their head every now and then, but you know, it is with it. Then they go back into hiding. I mean, these dudes ain't on my level. They never were, right? A lot of these cats ain't on my level, right? I'm talking about my trolls. Because you ain't gonna out-troll me. I'm part of the best troll. When it come to trolling, you ain't fucking with me. Not when you ain't fucking with me. I'm good. I swear to God, I'm good. I'm Tariq Nasheed good. You guys gonna take a hell of a motherfucker. And there's some talented dudes, but they just make me step my game up. But anyways, so I had a young nigga from New York call my show one day, threatening me. That's when I coined the phrase aerosexuals. If you ever heard the term aerosexual, that came from me. An aerosexual is an extreme fanboy of a particular fighter. I'm gonna give you some examples. Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack is, is an extreme fanboy. She-Block, he would fall in that category. It was a lot of these dudes. I'm talking about these niggas would suck every drop out of their favorite fighter. With no shame. In front of everybody, right? Keep knee pads, KY jelly, cocoa butter. And I ain't gonna lie, I can't get very disrespectful. Motherfucker come at me, you don't dictate my clap back. This is fair warning to anybody. I don't give a fuck if you a YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck if you if you an avatar gangster or whatever. If you come at me, you don't dictate my clap back. I'm very, very disrespectful. I'm vicious. And I'm good. I promise you I'm good. You see what I'm saying? I'm on some 50 Cent type shit. And I ain't even winning my bag yet. I'm just showing y'all surface shit. But they learned their lesson. But I had a nigga from New York call me one day, right? Some nigga named E Money used to call me out of Chicago. He used to call me out of Texas. E Money from Texas. Some of the whole ass nigga named E Money from Texas, right? He used to call me cool and all that shit. That shit was funny. I don't know where he at. I ran that nigga off. I ran him. He used to call like a year and a half, 2 years. You know, he got tired of getting punished, so he gone. All of them are gone. Every last one of them are gone. I destroyed every last one of them. I destroyed boxing communities. Just little old me. I destroyed boxing communities. It's people in the chat to tell you. Or Schoolo will tell you. Ron will tell you. Miss Connie will tell you. Cool Boy will tell you. Weedy will tell you. I'm telling you, people who've been here for years, they'll tell you. They see me go through all these things, right? Because they used to be in the chat laughing and stuff. They see me go through all these things. I'm telling you, I've been bothering these dudes, man. I'm like, this is too easy. It was too easy. Shout out to Freddie Chapman. So anyway, nigga called me one day. He called me 8 times back to back to back to back to back. He called me 8 times. Young nigga. He was talking cash shit. Only problem was he couldn't back up nothing. True. He couldn't back up nothing. But he talked a lot of shit though. Nigga told me he gonna put the magnum to my head. He said he gonna unalive me. He said I better not come to the fight. He told me to keep Errol Spence's name out my mouth. He told me he got loan money. The nigga name was Money B. He called himself Money B. I don't know what it is about these niggas named Money. They be broke. Not all of them, but they be broke. E Money was broke in Texas, and Money B was broke out of New York. He said all that shit. Still got the video. So, anybody was here, so I called him. I said, who this nigga? I'm sitting there, I said, who this nigga is? So I called him back on the phone. And when he kept calling, so I dropped his phone number in the chat. Green Eyes people say, a lot of people say, I dropped his phone number in the chat. Lady Shan was here. I dropped his phone number in the chat. So everybody in the chat went to calling this number. so he ended up calling the show back. I picked the phone up. I said, this is nigga right here. Because he was trying to call from a private number. He started calling from a private number after everybody started calling. He said, man, why the fuck you got everybody calling my phone, dog? Don't be telling them to stop calling my phone. I'm going to put the magnum to your head. Boy, I'm finna blow your such and such out. You better keep Errol Spence's name out your mouth. I literally had a young nigga from New York calling me, threatening me about another man. He wasn't threatening me about no pussy. He wasn't threatening me about no money. He wasn't threatening me about no girl. He was threatening me about a man that he don't even know, and he was threatening me about a man who don't even know he exists. Drop this number in the chat, right? First time that ever happened, right? But this how I met Crawford. For this how I met Crawford. So 2 weeks go by. This right before Crawford fought, this is like a couple of months before he fought David Avenesian. Right after that call, the show ended. Guess who called my show? Bomac. True. true. Summer in November was there. She said, we called the phone and cussed him out. Bomac. That particular show, Esau, which is the Mexican trainer, Bud. Now, at this time, I didn't know that anybody from Terrence Crawford's family watched my show. I didn't know this. But they watched my show. His family was watching I didn't know this. I ain't know him. I ain't know nobody over there. I ain't know him. Esau saw the video. He let Bomac see it. Bomac saw it. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah. That was, right. Like during the show, he saw it. Esau was watching it during the show. He saw the call. He showed Bomac. When the show was over with, Bomac called my phone. So I answered the phone. I always answer his phone. That's why I tell her, if a nigga got a problem with me, you can call. You can call the number, 530-494-9636. I ain't ducking no smoke. I've been to every city for the most part. Ain't nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of you Avatar gangsters. Y'all some hoes. I know that. I disrespect it because I can. You niggas don't go to no fights. I don't see you nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got love for me. And I got love for everybody who got love for me. If you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. If you got love for me, I got love for you. It's simple as that. But I will desecrate you. You cross that line, I'm desecrating your ass. I don't give a fuck who you is, where you from. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So Bomac called. He said, man, yeah, he said, I speak to Coach Malachi. I said, yeah, who was this? He said, this Bomac. I said, man, this ain't no motherfucker Bomac. He said, this Bomac, man. And I listened to his voice. I said, man, this is Bomac. He said, hey, look, man, I just heard you. I was listening to your show, man. Esau, he said, how I know Esau was listening because he told me, say, man, Esau, I hear the dude threaten you, tell him he gonna unalive you and all that stuff. That man, he said, look, man, you come to Omaha, don't worry about that. You're gonna be good. Just when you come here, man, come to the gym. I'll show you the gym around. You're gonna be good, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. I said, man, I ain't worried about that shit. He said, look, just come to Omaha, man. If you come by, man, just, I said, well, it's funny you said it, right? Because Bud was my favorite fighter at that time. He was my favorite fighter at that time, right? But I ain't know him. I ain't know him, nobody, right? So he said, look, when you get here, just I think him and Anthony Joshua. It was a couple of fighters. Him, Anthony Joshua. It was Bud, Anthony Joshua. Forgot. You know what? Yeah, I think it was just a couple of fighters. It was a couple of fighters. Yeah, it was just a few. Well, yeah, it was just a few fighters at that time. It was like, So I said, well, look. So I ended up going to the Omaha to see the David Avenesian fight. There was a guy that's a subscriber to my channel right now. His name is True Gritter. Y'all probably remember True Grit. True Grit. T-R-U Grit. G-R-I-T-T-E-R. True Gritter, right? He used to be in the chat all the time. Grit like 6'6", about 250. Big nigga, Omaha. All the niggas in Omaha big. I don't know what them niggas eating. Them niggas big. So he was like, man. So when he was like, man, Coach, man, if you come to the fight, man, hit me up. One thing about Coach, I will hit you up. I'm going to the hood, whatever city I'm in, if I can get there. I want to go to the hood, meet the people, talk to the people. I'm a people person. I ain't one of these niggas that's hide behind the microphone and the camera. You ain't gonna never see me. No, I'm out there. That's why I laugh when I see these niggas in the chat talking that gangster shit. I'm like, man, nigga, all these cities I done been to, I don't see you niggas nowhere. I meet real niggas. Bloods, Crips, GDs, gangster disciples, niggas, police officers, criminals. Well, I be around all of them. Guess who I don't see? I don't see the she blocks. I don't see the whole monies. I don't see none of these gangsters. I don't see them. I'm like, God damn, nigga, what nigga, how come I don't see you niggas nowhere? 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 How come I don't see you niggas now I don't see him nowhere. So I'm like, anyway. So I go to Omaha. I got a homeboy mine named Rose. I'm gonna wrap this up. I got a homeboy mine named Roosevelt. Me and Rose, my homeboy Rose, he from Cleveland, Ohio. Rose from Cleveland. Sorry about that. That was my fault. I did that on accident. Let me see something. All right, the audio good. Sorry about that, y'all. That was on me. I was hit the button. I got this new mouse. Right here on the phone. I mean, my new mouse. You hit it on the side, it'll go back. So anyway, y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. So my homeboy Rose was like, he said, man, Malachi, look, man. When Bud fought David Avenesian, Blue Blood Sports TV worked that fight. Paula Malignaggi worked that fight. Antonio Tarver worked that fight. Me and Antonio Tarver live in the same neighborhood. I live in a really, really good community. Antonio Tarver don't live in the same community. Like in a different subdivision though. So my homeboy Rose, he moved from Cleveland in 1988, 89, moved to Tampa, and me and Rose been friends since. He like a couple years older than me. But he say, man, Antonio, man, my homeboy at the fight, working the fight. I said, who your homeboy is? He said, Antonio Tarver. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, that's all right, cool. He said, look, you got, I had tickets. I hadn't bought tickets. I was going to be in the audience. He said, man, look. So I met Blue Blood for the first time. I met Blue for the first time. So Blue called me. Blue was like, man, are you here? I said, yeah, I'm here. He said, man, we at the hotel. He told me it was hotel, because I was downtown Omaha. He said, we at this hotel where all the fighters at, man. Won't you come here, man? Come down here where all the fighters at. I didn't go that night. I was tired. I was exhausted. I said, man, I'm tired, Blue. First time ever in Omaha. I said, I'm tired. He said, all right. I said, I'll come through that tomorrow, though. So the next day, my homeboy Rose was like, look, man, I'm finna put you on three-way with Antonio Tarver. He called Antonio Tarver. Bam. He said, Antonio. He said, yeah, what's up? He said, man, I got my homeboy there, man, Coach Malachi there, man. He said, look, I want y'all to link up. So Antonio Tarver, first time ever meeting Antonio Tarver, right? He live in the city, but I ain't never met him. So we talking on the phone. He was like, yeah, man, look, man, well, you want to go to the fight with us? He said, man, just come to the hotel. So I walked to the hotel. I walked to their hotel from where I was at. The hotel I was in was right down, was on the same street as the arena where Bud fought at, when he fought David Avenesian at. I was literally right across the street from it, right down the street from it. So he was like, so I went there, met him, I met his son, telling y'all the story from when the dude called me on the phone, threatening me, to when Bomac called, to when I get to Omaha. So y'all follow me so far. Third phase of it, right? So I go meet Antonio, we talking and shit. He said, okay, look, man, you finna roll with us. I ain't with none of this shit playing. I hadn't bought my tickets. I had $560 tickets. I was like, I had some good seats where I was at, right? I had a good seat. So when you're with the media, you don't go through the front door. You go through the back when you're with the media. You always go through the back. The media, you had the front entrance where all the normal people go at, the patrons, and then the media always go through the back. So he went to the back. Me and Antonio Tarver and his son, and his son Junior, right? So they wasn't giving out press passes. Antonio Tarver worked it, so they gave him that. So Antonio Tarver said, look, I need 2 more press passes. So the dude said, man, are they on the list? He said, look, they ain't no list. But this my son, Junior. He called his son Junior. Anybody know Antonio Tarver? His son, Antonio Junior. They know he called him Junior. He said, this Junior. That's my son. He gonna get a pass. And this here my cameraman, bro. So this what Antonio Tarver say. This here my cameraman, bro. Bro, I need 2 more passes, bro. So then what he said. White dude gave him 2 more passes, right? Antonio said, look, now I got you in here. Y'all ain't got no seat. But I got to work this fight. You got to work it now. I can't get now. Wherever you go at is wherever you go at. But I got you in here. So I got floor seats. This press pass gave me floor seats. I said, shit, let me go over here and sit. Let me go over here and sit down, man. Go over and sit my ass down some goddamn well. So I sat down. When David Avenesian got knocked out, where his head was laying at, I was right there. So I'm sitting down. This is my first time meeting my main man, Freeway Ricky Ross, too. So I'm sitting down ringside. It's the WBO president, Paco, sitting right next to me. Just so happened, somebody grabbed the chair and set it right next to me. He said, look, don't let nobody sit in this chair. I said, who's supposed to sit there? He said, I got a guest coming. Guess who the guest was? Freeway Ricky Ross. First time he ever meeting Rick. Sitting right next to, the commissioner was sitting there, but he got up and just left. He was walking around, right? No, the commissioner was sitting there. Right next to the commissioner was Tevin Farmer. Right next to Rick was Mickey Bay. Right down from us in the same row was Adrian Broner. If you go back and look at that David Avenesian fight where Crawford fought him, all them people I just mentioned was there. Blue Blood was working the fight. Blue Blood, Paulie Malignaggi. Antonio Tarver was on the mic working the fight, calling the fight. So I'm sitting, bro, literally just by me just showing up, this how this worked out. I'm going there as a fan just to watch Bud Crawford fight. Yeah, Bud, my favorite fighter. I said, I want to go watch him. You get what I'm saying? Just by me being at the right place at the right time. But it all started with when the dude called the show threatening me from New York. That's how it all started. That right there. Let me go back. 2 weeks after the phone call, I had Rick Glazier on the show. The kid called back 2 weeks later. He was crying on the phone. Guess what he said? Man, look, yo, man, coach, man, you ain't have to do me like that, man. I said, who is this? Man, this Money B from Brooklyn. He said his name was Money B from Brooklyn. I said, oh, hoe ass nigga, what you doing calling me? I said, I'm going to be at the fight. Saying something, I'm going to be at the fight, all that stuff there. I'm just saying, man, it ain't like that, man. He said, man, you ain't have to put the feds on me, man. Man, I be listening. He said, I be listening to Southpaw all the time. Southpaw threaten people all the time. The feds ain't never came to his house. Man, you ain't have to put the feds on me. So the nigga called me crying. I didn't put the feds on him, though. But you know what I told him? I said, well, shit. If I did put the feds on you, so what? I said, I'm a civilian. If you want to indulge in criminal activities, threatening someone online is a crime. This would come with it. You can't want to be a killer or a gangster, but then when it's time to suffer the consequences of your actions, now you call me crying like a bitch. True. The man was crying live on the show. So he trying to shame me, but I didn't put the police on him. What if I did? I had every right to do it. But I didn't. I ain't take the nigga serious, really, to be honest with you. He called crying. He said, man, I was raised by a single mother. I ain't got no daddy in my life, man. You trying, a black man shouldn't be trying to send another black man to jail. I said, bro, you know how dumb you sound? Now you calling me crying, talking about a black man should send another black man to jail, but that very same black man was calling me, telling me you was going to put me in the dirt, take me away from my family and kill me. True. Make that make sense. So you want to play the black man card when it's convenient for you. When you was calling me 8 times, threatening me, telling me you gonna blow my brains out, you wouldn't think about no black man stuff. But when the feds come to your, now he say the feds come to this, I don't know how true it is. That's what he said. But when the feds come to your house, now it's the black man. I said, bro, I dropped your number in the chat. Do you remember you called me and you say, man, why all these people blowing your phone up? I said, I don't know who could have gave the feds your number. But I told him, I said, look, let me explain something to you. I said, you do know that how this social media shit work, right? You got police monitor social media. I said, there are certain words that you say that trigger certain things on social media. Like if you say something about you want to do something to an agent, a federal agent or a police officer, somebody gonna be knocking on your goddamn door. If you say you want to do something to the president, somebody gonna be knocking on your goddamn door. Cause you leaving a digital fingerprint. They know your IP, they got your IP address, fam. Everybody in the chat, they got your IP address. This shit is digital fingerprints. Shout out to the Boston Dog. Bro, you called me 8 times. Threatening to take my life. What you thought was gonna happen? Man, I'm gonna show the video. I gotta record it. I'm gonna show the video of the feds come to my house. I say drop the video. I ain't seen the video yet. So I don't know if the feds came to his house or not, but he called the show crime. So I'm assuming he's telling the truth, right? So I ended up going to the fight, hooked up with Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver got me a press pass. I got in, I'm sitting ringside. I met Freeway Ricky Ross, Mickey Bay, Tevin Farmer, Adrian Broner, who else I met? Regis Prograis. I interviewed Regis Prograis, but it didn't come out good, so I didn't drop it. It didn't come out good, so I didn't drop it. I interviewed Regis Prograis, though. Regis Prograis had on a red bomber jacket. Yeah, and then after the fight was over with, they had an after party. Shakur Stevenson was there. Terrence Crawford was there. Isha, TT, Shantae, all his cousins, everybody was there. We went to an after party in the hood. This after party, I don't know where it was at, but this after party, it wasn't nothing but some killers in there. It was Bloods and Crips, different gang members and stuff in there. Bud walking through that bitch, no security. It was just him. Shakur Stevenson, Trey. I think maybe Wayne was with him. White boy Wayne is security, but maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. He might, right? He was on stage walking around. And my homeboy, True Gritter from Omaha. Grit, this what happened. After the fight, I'm getting ready to go back to the hotel because the hotel right down the street, so I'm going to just walk to the hotel. Grit was like, man, Coach. So Grit saw me. Grit was in the audience. He said, man, Coach, what's up? This is my first time meeting him. That's why I said, bro, Omaha always showed me love. I'm telling y'all right now, telling y'all some real shit. Omaha always showed me love. From day one. So Grit was like, hey, man, Coach, you want to go to the after party? I said, man, I'm tired, man. I'm finna go to the hotel. Man, come to the after party. And I said, you know what? Fuck it, I'll go. So we went to the after party, right? Omaha, Grit, True Gritter, his real name David. Went to the after party. That bitch was packed. I met Bud that night. That's why I first met him at. Then, so I go back home and shit. So Bomac was like, look, man, if you want to come back to the gym, come back to the gym. Because I didn't meet Bomac. Bomac said, man, come back to the gym, man. You know, want to introduce you to everybody. So February 2023, I fly back out to Omaha 2 months later. Stayed at the same hotel. Went by B&B. Met Bomac. When I met Bomac, I'm talking to Bomac. Guess who walked in the gym about an hour later? Terrence Crawford. Bud walk in there. It's Coach Red, Bud, Bernie the Boxer, Esau, Chase. A lot of y'all probably don't know who Chase is. Chase look like Keyshawn Davis. You ever see Keyshawn Davis It's a dude in Omaha named Chase. Him and Keyshawn look just alike. Like, for real. Chase. So when I see Bud said, oh, shit. Looked at me. He said, oh, man, my nephew Trey, man, be watching you all the time. He been telling me about you. I said, man, I met you at the after party. He said, yeah, I know. He said, yeah, but Trey, man, he ain't, Trey. So he called Trey, he FaceTimed Trey. So when he said, Trey, look who I got right here. And he showed him my face. He said, oh, shit, Coach Malachi here? Trey left his house. He said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. He left the house, came to the gym. All of us started chopping it up. And then that's when Bud told me, he said, yeah, man, I'm working on getting the Spence fight. I said, man, that dude Spence ain't finna fight you, man. That man told you was on the wrong side of the street. You got to call Al. He the A side. You ain't part of the plans. He said all that shit there, right? And Bud said, no. He said, yeah, I know. He said, man, I was trying to do the deal with Al Heyman, man, but Al blocking the fight. He said, I reached out. I'm talking to Spence personally. He said, I ain't supposed to show you this, but then he showed me his phone. And he showed me the text messages that him and Spence was corresponding back and forth. You know what I told Bud? I said, man, you ain't gonna get that fight. He just looked at me. He said, I'm gonna get the fight. He said, I'm gonna get it, watch. He said, I'm gonna get it, watch. Lo and behold, he landed that fight. I go back to Omaha. Meet him. I say, damn, dog, you got that fight for real. He said, I told you I was going to get it. I said, damn. God, I went back like, cause him and Spence fought July 2023. I was there February 2023, second time in Omaha. I went back to Omaha. Nah, you know what? Yeah, I went back for the send-off. They had a send-off. I went back for the send-off. But that day, Bud was like, man, he said, man, lock my number in. He said, how long you gonna be here? I said, I'm gonna be here about, I'm gonna be here like 3 days. He said, lock my number in. He gave me his number. I ain't even asked for it. He gave me his number. He said, lock my number in. He said, I'm gonna be at my mom's house. No, he said, lock my number in. So I locked the number in. But I ain't call him. I think I did call him one time, but I ain't called him, right? So when I came back, no, you know what? That ain't true. That ain't what happened. My bad. I leave. I come back on the send-off. When I come back on the send-off, that's when he gave me his number. He said, Coach, man, he got my number. I meet Gooch. I meet Cam, Mr. Gooch. I meet Cam Edwards. So I meet everybody, right? But they were watching my show. I didn't know. I didn't know they were watching my show. Had I not started this podcast, I met a lot of people because I started this podcast. Had I not started this podcast, there's a lot of people I never would have met. Remember, I started this podcast on a fluke. I never was going to start a boxing podcast. And I never thought that I would still be doing this going on 5 years later. Never thought it. I never thought I'd still be doing this. So I'm telling y'all, this is just how this shit happened. It just happened like that. I'm at the right place at the right time. Right? Spending my own money. Every time I take these trips, I'm spending anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000. Every time I take a trip, I'm spending about $2,000 a pop. Damn near. Almost. Not all the time, but for the most, because you got the hotels, you got to go eat, you got the, you know what I mean? You go take an Airbnb, Ubers, whatever, you know what I mean? So, you got the flights. I fly Delta. Delta ain't cheap. Between the airline and the hotel, that's going to eat up most of your money right there. You get what I'm saying? So, he said, man, I'm going to be at my mom. I'm going to be at my mom's house. Come to my mom's house. That's the send-off. So I meet Miss Deborah for the first time. I meet Monty for the first time. I meet Wayne and all of them I'm in the yard, right? So she was cooking some food. Miss Deborah was cooking fish or something like that, chicken or something like that. So I was just sitting outside in the grass. A lot of people mingling with me said, they're like, yeah, we be watching your show, man. You be talking so much shit. You funnier than the motherfucker. They were telling me, right? So Miss Deborah come out. So Monty like, hey, he say, Miss Deborah, can you fix Coach Malachi a plate? She say, how you asking me to fix another man a plate? What you is? You his bitch? If he wants something to eat, he can speak for his damn self. That was Miss Deborah said. His cousin is in the chat. She know Deborah. Steph right here. This boy cousin, right here, Stephanie. That's exactly what she'll tell you how Miss Deborah is. That's exactly what she said. So she said, "You scared to talk?" I said, "I was like, no, ma'am, I ain't scared to talk at all. I can speak for myself." Why you got another nigga asking you for something? I said, I ain't asked him to do that. He did that on his own. Well, come on in. You can come in and get something to eat. So I went in, made me a plate. Then I ended up meeting who else I met? What's my main man on WBC? Chico. I met Chico. He over there with the WBC and yeah, that was it, fam. And we all hung out that day. We went to the mall and shit. Not Bud, but Trey and we all went to the mall and yeah, it's been on and popping ever since. That's pretty much the story. That's pretty much the story. That's pretty much how that happened. When no fanboy shit, when no it wasn't none of that. It was just how it materialized. Did you get what I'm saying? So yeah, that was it. That's Terrence Crawford story. That's how I met him. Just like that. If it wasn't for me flying to Omaha that day, from that point forward, that's how the whole thing materialized. And if y'all know Bud don't like being around nobody. He keep his circle tight. He ain't gonna let no outsiders in. If you know Terrence Crawford, Stephanie tell you, he ain't gonna let no outsiders in, none of that. If you come up there kissing ass, they gonna see right through that shit. Because they pick up on your energy. If your energy flow, they ain't gonna fuck with you. It's just like that. And to this day, I talk to Miss Deborah, I talk to Bud, I talk to Trey. Well, Trey don't never really answer the phone, but if he do Trey, whatever, I talk to him and I talk to him about at least once a week. Once every 2 weeks, something like that. He'll hit me up, man. Coach, what's up, man? You all right? I say, yeah, I'm good, man. He said, what's up, bro? You good? I say, yeah, I'm good, man. Man, when you come back to Omaha, I say, man, I'll be back to Omaha, set, hit me up, And yeah, just like that. That's exactly how it happened. And then I came back for the fish fry after Bud beat Spence, because we did the fight part here. I came back for the fish fry. When I came back for the fish fry, then I met, I think that was the first time I met Sean Porter. Because Sean Porter was there. Because I posted a video. There's a video that I posted, it went viral. Of Bud wrestling. I don't know if it's his cousin or somebody. He was wrestling somebody in his mother's front yard. They was wrestling. This right before the Canelo. This right before the Spence fight. He wrestling this shit. People trying to tell him. I'm like, damn, this nigga wrestling this dude. Man, you got a fight coming up. What if he get? I'm looking at Bud like, man, if you get hurt, that's gonna jeopardize the fight. But anybody know Bud? He like to play a lot. He like to play. He want to wrestle this and that, and he talk a lot of shit. A lot of people think Bud Crawford is quiet. He's not quiet at all. He talk a lot of shit. He talk down there just as much shit as me. Believe it or not, I know that's hard to believe. It's kind of hard to talk more shit than me, but he do. It's a few people talk more shit than me. It ain't but a couple I met on the planet. I'm a world-class shit talker. You know what I mean? But yeah, he talk just as much shit as me. Him. So he wrestling. I dropped that. Go look at it. If you type in Terrence Crawford wrestling. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's do that. Let me see. Because I posted it. And then Fight Hype got it, and Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack showed it, and everybody showed it. But I'm the one that videoed that. I also videoed when we was in the house, Miss Deborah's house, and Sean Porter and Bud and them was playing spades. And that was the fish fry that night. I videoed that. I dropped that video. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. wrestling. Cause I want y'all. Some of y'all didn't see it. I'm just giving y'all the backstory on this shit. This the video right here. Hold on. I'm the one dropped this video. This white chick right here, her name Ashley. This is one of his strength and conditioning coaches. I'm the one recorded this and dropped this video. It's on my channel. Go look at my channel and you look this up, Terrence Crawford Wrestling. Fight Hard picked it up. They showed it. Fight Hype showed it. Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack showed it. Everybody showed this. I'm the one. Hey, Stephanie, who this is right here, Steph? This Ashley right here. Hold on.
Hey, come on, up your feet. Spread your legs. Spread your legs. What the Spread your legs. Spread your legs, son. Spread your legs. Spread your legs.
This right before the Canelo. This right before the space fight.
Spread your legs. Get the belly.
I don't know.
Hip toss me in the grass. You gonna?
Then I can get knocked over.
I'm taking the most. Huh? No, I just want to grab.
Yeah. I'm the one that posted that though. I'm the one that posted that. Then I had one nigga telling me, one YouTube channel, yeah, nigga, my channel got demonetized. You know, I shared that video that you dropped, and I know you the one that did it. I'm like, fam, I don't report dudes' channels for report. If I post content on social media, anybody can use it. Even if you don't like me, you can use the content. I don't care. Anybody know Ronald Finkley been here for a while? He know that's my policy. If I drop some shit, I don't care nothing about. I don't have dudes take videos that I drop and try to diss me with it. Try to diss me with it. So you can try to diss me if you want to. I don't care. You can't. You're not better than me at this shit. So, you know what I mean. So yeah. So that what happened. That what happened right there. And they shit here got 889,000 views. They shit. But I got this on my channel though. I'm the one posted that. So. Yeah, it just happened just like that. It just happened just like that, man. And Bud is one of the nicest people I ever met, bro. Like, he's a real nice dude. And just by me getting to know him, I realized a lot of the shit that they were saying about him was just so untrue. Like, they were literally just lying on the man because they didn't like him. I don't know if they didn't like him because he was dark-skinned or what. They just didn't like him. He was from Omaha. They just didn't like him. You know, so around that time, he wasn't really friendly with the media like that. So I think that's what kind of shocked people, because Bud he ain't friendly with the media like that. But I don't think he ever really looked at me as media. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. That's what happened. And if you know anything about their family, they don't just invite nobody to come over to Miss Deborah's house. They don't just invite anybody to come over there. A nigga from West Tampa, Florida, is that you know what I mean? They don't just do that. Them people ain't know me like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So, anyway, let's give everybody a round of applause. Hey, what did you say, Steph? That's his little cousin? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I knew that was his cousin. I said it was his cousin or his nephew or something like that. I think it was his cousin, yeah. I think I did say it's his cousin. He said, Coach got so many monumental moments. Yo, yeah, for real. And that's because I just get on that plane and I fly and go out. He said aerosexual was crazy. They said he wasn't good looking enough. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got on that plane and fly out, man. Like, you know, like you gotta make them sacrifices, bro. When you doing this shit, you gotta make them sacrifices. You know, if you're really doing it, you know what I mean? You gotta make them sacrifices if you're doing it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but yeah, it's getting late. I gotta get ready to prepare tomorrow's show. Because we gonna have a good show tomorrow. This was a pop-up. I had no idea we was gonna be doing this long. We've been on this show damn near 3 hours, dog. Been down there 3 hours? Yeah, damn near 3 hours, man. Shit, I didn't even know. Let's give everybody a shout out. I was just planning on doing an hour. Shit, I ain't know I was gonna be doing 3 hours. Shout out to the Boston Podcast Menu. Okay. Shout out to Aquila. Okay. Cooking with Sir Senior. Okay. Shout out to Ron J. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Shout out to Miss Steph. Shout out to Markevion Black. Cooking with Sir Senior. Shout out to Cool Boy Curry. The lovely Summer in November. Shout out to Willie Sumlin. Shout out to what you say. Summer said, yeah, we called that. We called. Hey, hold on. Summer said it right here. She said we called that dude number and cussed him out. Man, that dude who threatened me. He received like 25 phone calls. People were blowing his phone up. They were blowing his phone up. Shout out to I ain't heard from that dude since. Shout out to No Cable TV.
Hey, okay.
Freddie Chapman.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't ran all them niggas off. They probably still watch, but they like, man, I don't ran all of them off. Every last one of them by myself. Shout out to I need some competition, man. I'm hoping them boys come back. I'm hoping 2026. This is what I want to say to my haters. 2026. I need y'all to do better. I really do need y'all to do. I need y'all to step the game up. I didn't mean to stomp y'all out the way I did. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ease up on y'all a little bit, and hopefully you can get enough courage to come back with that same vigor that you did in 2021. You come back with that same 2021 vigor, 2022 vigor, 2023 vigor. You kind of like was fading out in 2024. In 2025, y'all disappeared. I think y'all learned your lesson. I think y'all disappeared. So hopefully, I'm hoping the She Blocks, the Mama Hoes, the E Monies, the G Monies, the Saquons, who be calling the Boston Boys, and all you other hoe ass niggas. I'm hoping all y'all can come back and regroup, start over new, and try it again in 2026, so I can desecrate you again. True. I hope y'all do that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I kind of fell off a little bit. I need to sharpen my tools. You know, I'm like a boxer. I'm like a boxer who, if you don't fight, if you're not active, you get rusty. If you're not active, you get rusty. You get what I'm saying? I'm tired of picking on Mama Hofield. I'm taking advantage of her. I'm tired of picking on Mama Ho. She Block ain't no competition. So I need some dudes to really step their game up in 2026. I need some of y'all to come together like Voltron and step your game up, because I got something in the cut waiting on you. I'm always anticipating a YouTube channel who may get froggy, who, you know, it don't matter. Was it a YouTube channel? I'm always anticipating who gonna jump out that window. So there's an old saying goes, if you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. I'm always ready. I'm anticipating it. You get what I'm saying? So anybody want to smoke can get it. I don't care who you is, where you from, how tall you is, how big you is, what your race, color, creed, and nationality is. If you want it, you can get it. You're gonna lose. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you fair warning. You're gonna lose. Again, I don't want no smoke in 2026. I'm on chill mode. But just in case somebody want to jump out that window, I'm waiting on you. True. Shout out to Miss Steph.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Big Stalks.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Big Ron.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie.
Hey, okay.
Clinton.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Boston Podcast venue.
Hey, okay.
J-Rock from DC.
Hey, okay.
Hey, man. Hey, matter of fact, let me give everybody a shout out, man, right after these messages. We want to dedicate this show to them.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
It is what it is. Yeah, man, some of these niggas was suffering from Stockholm syndrome. they was pain free. I said, these motherfuckers keep coming back, huh? They like roaches. They kept coming back. I have exterminated all of my roaches. I want to show y'all something. Hold on, I got to show y'all this here. She Block been stalking me, man. Hey, hold on, Summer. Where old pretty ass Summer at? Summer, where you at? Summer, where's Summer at? Summer, man, Miss Connie, where Miss Connie at? Steph, what's good? Hey, man, hold on, I gotta show y'all this here, man. She blocked, man. I'm like, I thought, you know what I mean? I can't get rid of this motherfucker, man. Like, she blocked like he whipped or something. Like I put it on him or something. I don't, you know. I ain't like no pipe. I ain't like no pipe on him. You know, I don't go that way. But you know what I mean. If I did, I wouldn't choose she block. I definitely wouldn't choose you she block. You know, I'm just letting you know right now. Anyway, hold on. So this she block. So I said I have a male stalker. So she block. So basically she block. Inevitable she block. He say, here is a heart since your ass need it. I say, damn, she block. You're stalking me on TikTok. She block. Listen, I'm gonna show y'all the post. Right here. Cause I posted it right. This it right here. Hold on. So this is on. I say Keyshawn Davis announces he's fighting for Turkey Al-Sheikh as a co-main to Shakur Stevenson. This is what I posted, right? She block left a comment on there. Nigga stalking me. Here's a heart. Since your ass need it. Facts. Stole facts from me. Anyway, I said, damn, she block. You're stalking me on TikTok too? This was on TikTok. So I screenshotted TikTok and posted. I said, let me screenshot this shit. And I posted it I showed it on my YouTube channel. This guy say, that's what boxing needs to be paid first, right? This is what he said right here, right? So these are the people leaving comments. This person say, it's the we doing good over here, honey, for me. So I told him we doing good over here, honey. Right, that's what I told him. Because She Block had left a comment. I say, we do. I said, we doing good over here, honey. Call him honey. His sweet ass. He said, you know you done made it when the craze is following you around. This man is, listen, She Block is stalking me on TikTok, leaving messages, sending me DMs on X. I had to block the motherfucker on X. Motherfucker leave me DMs 1, 2 in the morning. What man, let me tell you something. There should be no reason outside of an emergency why a man should be sending another man DMs 2 o'clock in the morning. Sending me DMs 2 in the morning. Shouldn't you be laid up with a woman or something, fam? What nigga in the YouTube metaverse that I'm thinking about 2 o'clock in the morning? Remember we did a show, I showed y'all. Man, leave me comment 2 o'clock in the morning, fam. I'm asleep. I'm knocked out. I wake up in the morning. Oh, you know how you be checking your messages and shit. Damn, She Block left me a message. Looking at the message, it's She Block. Keisha, you can't make this shit up. I said, but goddamn, man, I'm like, shit, he act like we fucking or something. I said, goddamn, man, shit, why I can't get no women to send me no messages 2 in the morning? I'm trying to, listen, is there any women that send me some messages 2 in the morning? y'all not be. I got grown men sending me messages. Nigga, hey, Ron, the man sending me love letters, fam, 2 in the morning. Hey, follow me on TikTok. I don't block him on X because he kept sending me messages, love letters, and I told him I don't like him. So he's sending me messages. He want to come back over here to the True Media family. He want to come back to the TMP family. I told him he can't come back. He can't come back. It's like ladies, have you ever had a man that you broke up with, but you put it on him? You put the cootie cat on him, right? He whipped. The nigga whipped. You don't put the cootie cat on him. You don't put that snap on him, but you don't like him no more. And the nigga in love and he's stalking you. You go to your job, the nigga in your parking lot. You pull up at home, he in your parking lot waiting on you. Nigga sending roses to your job. You ain't, why the nigga sending me roses? Nigga did not tell you I don't like you. Like, She Block is like this, like that. Nigga, I don't like you. No, I like women's. I don't like you. Why are you stalking me on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube? Like, what's the point? It's over. Nigga sending me love letters. Nigga sending me. Y'all remember that shit I told y'all about what the dude name? what the dude name on the content creator out of California? The one to be writing tank love letters, Boston Shigo. Boston Shigo, this nigga sending me love letter like Boston Shigo send tank love letter. Dear coach, I love you. I also hate you. I don't appreciate the fact, coach, that you kicked me out of the TMP family. Facts. I stole facts from you. And I'm smacking because I don't know. And you better not come to Dallas. When I see you, it's on site. And I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I should be laid up with a woman, but I ain't got no girlfriend. So you were on my mind 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, bro, you can't make this up.
True.
Hey, what it say, Keisha? Keisha say definitely booty call out. Man sending me messages, booty call hours. Keisha, what man sent another grown man? Why you in my DM 2 o'clock in the morning? Man sending me booty call for real. He told Mr. Tomato Can when he see me, it's on site. What's on site? What you gonna do? For one, in order for it to be on She-Block, in order for it to be on site, you gotta go to a fight. You gotta catch me at a fight. You love Canelo. Guess what? I was at the fight with Canelo and Crawford. You wouldn't even show up at your own, at the Canelo fight. I'm there, surrounded by El Chapos. Miss Black Panther was there too. Tila, a whole bunch of people was there. The 90s chick was there, a whole bunch of people was there. You wasn't there. Canelo, your favorite fighter. He don't know you exist, you can't talk to him, you won't even show up at his fights. Guess what? I was there. I got proof. I got this flag that El Chapo dropped. El Chapo dropped this flag right before Ice picked him up. El Chapo dropped this flag, I picked it up. Told El Chapo, don't worry about it, baby boy. I'm gonna hold it down for you. When they had a parade in Omaha, when they had that celebration parade of Crawford breaking toenails off in Canelo ass, I'm gonna bring the flag with me. I was the only black man in Omaha, Nebraska wearing a Mexican flag.
True.
Hey Sheila, I was the only black man in Omaha, Nebraska wearing the Mexican flag. So I had to let El Chapo, don't worry about it, baby boy. I know you denouncing Mexico. I know you're denouncing your nationality, and I know you're kicking Canelo to the curb. Canelo's a good fighter. Don't worry about it. He's a little overrated. He's a good fighter. He really went all that, but don't worry about it, baby boy. I'm gonna represent for you. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be Mexican this day. This day I'm gonna be Mexican. I'm gonna be a black Mexican this day. Don't worry about it, baby boy. I know y'all jump ship. You know, don't worry about it, baby boy. I got you. I'm a rep for you. You dig?
To this day.
Anyways, yeah. So everybody sending me messages. Everybody looking at this like this is strange behavior. Jab Queen, this is strange behavior. This is what I be going through. Jab Queen. Jab Queen. Do you have any men sending you DMs? Hold on. Where Jab Queen at? Where's she at? Jab Queen. Let me ask you a question. Where Jab Queen at? And put it. Is there any women in the chat have men sending them DMs? That's what I want to know. Is there any women in the chat that have men in their DMs? I'm just asking. Hey, Sheila say Rick Tim to have Nigga, I remember when Rick Tims was finna get on your ass. Call the show. He say She-Block. We got She-Block from Rick Tims. Rick Tims is the one that named you She-Block. He finna leave Houston, go to Dallas, and whoop your ass in your neighborhood in front of all your El Chapos. You was calling me, begging me. Coach, I say, She-Block, what's going on? Man, Coach, man, I don't know what's wrong with Rick, man. I talked a lot of shit, but, man, Coach, I was just playing, man. I really don't want no smoke with Rick, man. I mean, you know, man, he ain't like that, man. He ain't that serious, man. Because Rick called the show. He said, I'm tired of this whore She-Block keeping my name in her mouth, in her pie hole. I'm coming to Dallas this weekend in 2 days with the gloves, bare knuckles, don't matter. I'll come to your hood by myself. You say you from Oak Cliff, I'll come by myself, and I'm going to whoop your ass in front of all of your people. What's up? What you want to do? You was calling me. You was calling me, begging me to call. I had to call Rick Timms. And I had to beg, man, Rick, man, leave him, man, Rick, man, stall him out, Rick. No, man, fuck that. I said, Rick, man, don't do the man like the man calling me, man. I had shown Rick Timms the messages. I screenshotted and sent him out. I said, look, man, calling me crying and shit. Then he called me on the phone, and I just, man, you want to call him? I was gonna call him on 3-way so they could squash. Say Rick ain't want to talk. Then Rick felt sorry for you. Rick said, man, he said, okay, Will, I'm gonna leave him alone. Will, I'm gonna do this for you. Rick did that for me on the strength. He had to do that because Rick wanted to put a foot off in your ass. You were calling me like a bitch, and I had to beg Rick from Houston, from the South Side. No, the niggas from the South Side don't play. I had to beg Rick to leave you alone, fam. And this how you do me? Nigga, I saved you from getting your ass whipped. And this how you do me? Hold on. What you say? Jab Queen said, unfortunately, I have men sending me DMs all day. See. Hold on. What Keisha at? Didn't he say? See, that's the thing, man. This the shit I be talking about. This the shit I be talking about, fam. Men sending you DMs all day. I got men sending me DMs too. True. Well, really, you know what? I take that back. She Block really a woman. He's a he, she. And Mama Hofield don't send me no messages. But, you know, so, you know, you get what I'm saying? So She Block a he, she. He's a he, she. You know what I mean? He's a crossbreed between he and she. She Block is a shim. So, you know, Shim be sending me messages. Shim is the only one. Shim is the only one that be sending me messages, stalking and stuff. I'm like, God damn, dog. Sending me messages on X, sending me messages on Instagram, sending me messages on Twitter, sending me messages on TikTok. X is Twitter. Send me messages on X. Send me messages on, just, you get what I'm saying? Leaving messages, you feel me? Hey, Ron. Ron, man, listen, Keisha, it's an obsession at this point, Keisha. Y'all get all the men. Jab Queen say she got niggas lining up sending her DMs. Keisha, the nigga thirsty. Yeah, you that thirsty, fam? Nigga, you that thirsty? God damn, you get what I'm saying? I see how these women be feeling now. Shit, niggas sending me DMs all day. Yeah, baby, my name Bubble. Jab Queen, Keisha, what's up? My name Bubble. I've been trying to holler at you. But won't you let me get that phone number? You gotta block the nigga. I'm like, every time I turn around, okay, I blocked them on X. I ain't gotta worry about them no more. Nigga leaving messages under my posts on YouTube, right? You know what I mean? He blocked on this channel because he was talking too much. And then I go on TikTok. He followed me on TikTok. Like, who does that? Hey, Ron, who does that, fam? Who does that? Yeah, let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah. Shit, you know what I mean? Like, you already got Tank name tattooed on your hand already. Say She Block said he be wearing drawers with Canelo name on it, with Coach name on it. Nigga got my name. I'm like, bro, listen. You know what? Don't say that, fam. Hey, EMS, don't say that, fam. He might do that shit for real. Listen, he say, honey. He say, stop giving them hope. I call She Block honey. He said, when your idols become your rivals. He said, Coach, I'm too. He said, Big John don't say, Coach, I'm 231. He said, I'm still a heavyweight. He say, set the damn fight up. I beat the brace off a dude for the whole TLP fan. She Block ain't nobody, man. Hey, Daniel, shout out to Daniel. Daniel say, as soon as I saw the title, I figured She Block did some extra BS, but that's what he gets for being a clown. This guy say, damn, it sounds like She Block is a little sensitive. Damn, man. He say, what the hell? You do the piss coach off like that? He said, he's one of the ones you don't want to try and troll. Oh, well, get him, coach. So, I'm just saying, like, the man, shout out to Texas. She say, coach, damn it. She Block got a man crush on you. She Block got a man crush on me. She Block in love. Listen, you know what? I don't know whether to be offended or be flattered. How should I feel? To all the ladies and gentlemen, all the men and women in the chat, should I be offended or should I be flattered? Should I take it as a compliment? God, yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, the old boy still got it. Hey, Steph, what I should do? Miss Connie, what I should do? Hey, Summer, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The old boy still got it now. Should I be flattered that I got a shim, a he, she stalking me, or should I be offended? True. Hey, I'm gonna get, hey, man, hey, y'all know me, man. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out. Hey, to anybody in the chat, I was just joking. True. Jack Queen say, you should be offended. What you mean? Should you be flattered? Shout out to Jack Queen. Shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Big Ron. Shout out to Tila. Tell her to Gigi. Summer in November. Willie say, got Coach confused. I don't know whether to be offended or flattered. I'm just, I'm just saying, it is what it is. Hey, shout out to Summer. Shout out to who else we got over here? Shout out to John. Big John Doe, what up though? Big Jag in the building. Quicker Research Senior. Let's see, Summer in November. What's going on? Shout out to Summer in November, man. Shout out to Miss Connie, man. Shout out to Aquila. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Aquila. I'm like, I ain't lying. Yeah, like, shit, I don't know, man. Shout out to Sheila from Killer Cali. She said, I hope so. What the hell you mean I hope so? Sheila said, I hope so. Sheila, I can promise you, I'm not in love with Sheila. You can believe that. Shout out to Shy Cool Head. Yeah, man. Like, shout out to Doo-Wop. This the same dude. This the same dude that got Tank name tattooed on his hand. Shit, this motherfucker right here, this motherfucker got Tank. Like, you got another nigga name tattooed on your hand. You wearing another nigga draws. Bro, you got Canelo draws on with Tank Davis name tattooed on your hand. Like, you confused, fam. You confused. You don't know. You pitching and catching. Like for all y'all who don't know who She-Block is, this is She-Block. This is my male stalker. She-Block from Whole Cliff. This is my male stalker. She got gray hairs. She got gray hairs right there. You know what I mean? She a little fat, chubby, fat little face, something. You know what I mean? She got that thick head. That's a big head. That's a big head, boy. I ain't gonna lie, that's a big head. And you can see how big the body is right here. See how big that body is right there? Yeah, but ooh, Lord have mercy, boy. So I got a male stalker right here. This is a male stalker right here. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what to say, man. And then she got Tank name. She got Tank name. See this? She got another man name tattooed on her hand. Tank Davis 135 King. Like, you can't make this up. I love you, Tank. She got the kisses. The lipstick and the heart. You can't make this up. True. You know what? I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell Tank. I'm gonna let Tank know. Say, Tank, look here, man. She-Block cheating. She trying to holler at me, dog. She trying to send me DM. Yeah, dog, your girl, man. She sending me DM, dog. You might probably need to straighten that out. Check that out, dog. You dig? I catch you guys tomorrow. We got a good show tomorrow. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Holla at y'all.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.